personas nativas dispuestas a ayudarte a practicar el idioma que desees aprender. Los usuarios con tiempo libre se mostrarán disponibles para recibir llamadas y de esta forma ganarán recompensas ayudando a otros usuarios. Así es como conectamos personas de forma colaborativa y gratuita en nuestra aplicación. Únete a nuestra comunidad, haz nuevos amigos y mejora en todos los idiomas que quieras. Descarga Lingvi y practiquemos juntos.
Este es Peter. Está aprendiendo chino. Ha intentado estudiar por su cuenta con libros, tarjetas de vocabulario y aplicaciones móviles, pero sigue teniendo problemas para hablar. Esta es María. Le encanta aprender inglés, pero no tiene oportunidades para ponerlo en práctica. Con italki, Peter y María pueden recibir clases personales online para hablar con fluidez en otro idioma. Tú también puedes aprender un idioma en italki. Empieza hoy en 3 simples pasos. Primero, elige un idioma: inglés, alemán, chino, francés, japonés. Italki tiene profesores para cualquier idioma. Segundo, escoge un profesor. Con Italki puedes escoger entre miles de profesores con experiencia de todo el mundo. Tercero, elige el horario de tu lección. Las clases de idiomas online son el mejor método para aprender con profesores nativos. Con Italki tendrás un profesor de idiomas personal y conversaciones reales con hablantes nativos. Cada día miles de personas aprenden con profesores internacionales a través de italki. Encuentra un profesor hoy y domina el idioma de tu elección.
Hi everyone, it's Vicente and I teach Spanish on italki.com. And today we will be talking about 3 grammar rules to follow when you start learning Spanish. The first one is that, as you have already heard, Spanish verbs are always conjugated. That means that they have to match with the subject of the sentence. For example, there are different pronouns in Spanish. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, nosotras, vosotros, vosotras, and ellos, ellas, y ustedes. All these pronouns have their own conjugations, and it's very common for beginners to mix them up. So remember this. When you start to conjugate the verbs, they have to match. The second rule is very important as well. The Spanish nouns and adjectives has to be in the same level. Let me explain you this. If you have a noun that is feminine and plural, for example, las mujeres, the adjective that you have to use right after the noun has to be feminine and plural as well. For example, las mujeres españolas. It is the same with the articles las, female and plural. We use this article because, as I say, it's female and plural. The third rule I already mentioned before, and be careful, English speakers, because the adjectives in Spanish go after the noun, not before like in English. This is very common for students that learn Spanish and already speak or know English. When I say it, las mujeres españolas, españolas is the adjective, and I put it after las mujeres. In English, it would be a Spanish woman, but not in Spanish. Okay, there are some occasions where the adjectives go before the nouns. That is true, but normally this use comes out at intermediate level or advanced level, so do not worry when you are a beginner. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the italki YouTube channel over here. Take a lesson with me on italki.com by clicking on my teacher profile link in the description. Hasta luego! Hi everyone, it's Vicente and I teach Spanish on italki.com, and today I will be talking about 7 Spanish words that are similar to their English counterpart. These words are also known as cognates. What a cognate is? A cognate is a word that has the same linguistic derivation that another word, and it looks similar, and when you pronounce it, it sounds almost the same. And here I will give you 7 cognates so you can use them in Spanish as well. The first one is alcohol in Spanish. Guess you know what it means, because it sounds pretty similar than in English, doesn't it? Number 2 is conclusión. This one has a different pronunciation. in Spanish that you will understand definitely when you start learning Spanish. Number three, hobby. This one is completely similar. We basically took this word from English. Number 4, individual. Of course, it's the same word, just different pronunciation. The next one, number 5, is piercing. Yes, we use this word with the same pronunciation and meaning. Next one, number 6, is informal. I like to use this one in my lessons to explain ways to greet and say goodbye because it's similar in English and is a word that the students understand very quickly. And the last are some words related to sports. If you're learning Spanish and you like sports, you're lucky because most of the words are cognates like football, tennis, baseball, volleyball, hockey, water polo, golf, surf, and so on. As you can see, almost all sports are cognates. So, talking about your hobbies should not be difficult. As you can see, there are many, and I would like to remember you that there are hundreds of cognates, and if you check them, you can be ready to your first Spanish lesson. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the italki YouTube channel for more tips on learning Spanish. Take a lesson with me on italki.com by clicking on my teacher profile link in the description. Hasta luego.
Hi everyone, it's Caroline here and I teach English on italki. Today I am going to be talking about business idioms or idioms you might hear in your office or in your workplace. A student asked me a really good question the other day. He asked me whether, because I'm a native English speaker, do I know every single idiom? And the answer is no. Idioms are phrases or expressions that come from a particular place or a particular age group. So idioms are different in the UK to idioms in the United States. I have chosen 5 business idioms to talk to you about today, and you may hear them in an office in the UK or in the States. So hopefully they will be super useful for you. Idiom number 1 is the big picture. Imagine you go into a meeting and your boss says to you, you've lost sight of the big picture. What does that mean? That means that you are thinking too much about the small details of the project, and you are so interested in those little details that you don't remember what it is you're trying to achieve. So always keep sight of the big picture. The second idiom is to go the extra mile. Now imagine you're in an interview and the interviewer says to you that they are looking for someone who always goes the extra mile. What does that mean? Does it mean they want you to run around the office every day? No, it means they want you to do more than just what is in the job description. They want you to go that little bit further and to take on extra responsibilities. That is going the extra mile. The third idiom is a win-win situation. A win-win situation means everybody gains something. A really good example of this is these videos that I'm making for italki. italki gains some content for their website, some lessons for their learners, and I have a platform where students can see me and book lessons with me. It's a win-win. italki wins and Caroline wins. The fourth idiom is word of mouth. So an example of this is, think about how you found out about italki. Did you find italki by searching on Google, or did you find italki because one of your friends recommended it to you? Recommendations from friends are word of mouth. It can be positive or it can be negative. If your company gets bad word of mouth, it is going to be a very difficult time for your company because people really listen to the opinions of their friends. So make sure whatever you do, you have good word of mouth about it. The fifth and final business idiom is to touch base. My manager used to say this to me a lot. To touch base means to have a very quick and short meeting about a project or something that you are working on. It might only be 5 minutes of your time, but in that time, you will check that your understanding of the project is the same as your manager's understanding of the project. So I have a challenge for you. In your next lesson, I want you to ask your teacher if you can touch base about what you have learned in your lesson so far. This could be 5 minutes at the end of the lesson where you review all of the different subjects that you have been studying. You're touching base about the things you have covered so far. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to italki by clicking somewhere. And you can take a lesson with me by clicking on my teacher profile in the description box. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Welcome back to the Stop Being Boring When Speaking English video series. When speaking to native English speakers, it's useful to use a variety of vocabulary to make your conversation sound more interesting and flow. Why not spice up your language a little bit and impress others with your speaking abilities? In this next video, we will take a look at some American and British slang.
Number 1, American. John Hancock.
John Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a person,
It's a name of a person, yes.
and it's American slang.
Mm-hmm. What do you think it means?
I just got John Hancock. Does it mean like wasted?
Certainly not.
Give me an example.
Okay, so can I please have your John Hancock at the bottom of this paper? Come on, you gotta get it
Is
out.
it your signature?
Yes, you got it! That was easy.
Okay, awesome. Number 1, British. Peak. What does peak mean?
Like, taking a peek.
No, that's
Sorry, that's not taking a peek.
That's not slang.
This is taking a peek.
Well, that's just like taking a peek. That's not slang.
Oh,
Like in a
like
slang
a
context.
peak. Like the peak of a mountain? That's not slang. That's actually
Yeah,
what
that is the peak of a mountain.
I don't know. Tell me.
Okay, let me give you an example. So say you go out one night and you lose your purse, your keys.
Is it like the most horrible situation you can be in?
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, that's so peak. You'd be like, oh, yeah. How was your night? It was so peak.
I just got fired. That's so peak.
Exactly.
Cool.
So it's like the peak of badness, I guess.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the peak.
2, American. Jacked.
Jacked. Does that mean like hench?
What does hench mean?
Like say you go to the gym.
Don't answer back with the slang word.
So the British equivalent of jacked would be hench, I think. So if someone's like really ripped.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So hench.
Go to the gym, work out a
They're
lot.
like, whoa, look at him. He's so jacked.
We would say hench. Number 2, British. Peng. Peng.
Pang.
Peng. P-E-N-G. Peng.
Like someone being panged on the head with something? Or
Peng.
just thinking of bang and pang. Similar, I don't know.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is Adriel here speaking with you on italki.com/istayAtHome. This is our extra week providing live stream classes for you that are 100% free for you, the viewer, and continuing topics or repeating topics that we've covered since the, I would say since the end of March. So this has been going on for a while, and if you're just joining us this week, this is your opportunity to see some very talented professors and tutors, language instructors that will basically help you with the world of English, as well as a few talented instructors in Japanese language, Chinese, as well as French. So I want to, now that I've introduced myself, I want to actually ask you if you're here with us today. Is anyone brave enough to do an English class, a business English class, right now at around 12:45, that's Spanish time. However, I'm calling you from France. So if anyone here is calling from other countries, from around the world, you can say hello. So, all right, let's see who we have. So I have Marina, Lisa, Ricardo, Grazia, yeah, and someone who will not give their name, but they're saying hello, and Ruben. Okay, that's on the landing page. And now as well, I've got a few people on the YouTube page saying hello. I have Isa, good to see you again, and Lucia from Madrid. So it's good to see you all again. This is going to be a class that we're going to focus a little bit on business English. Once again, this is one that I've done before a few times. It had a very good reception, so I thought I'd play it for you. For some of you who have not attended any of the classes yet or any of my classes, so this is a nice bonus treat. Again, we're going to talk a little bit about phone calls, emails, and communication at work. So this is something that I specialize in my business courses, but I would like to say that phone calls and emails are something that help us improve our abilities in English. So there are many things we can do to improve our English through phone calls, through emails. Now, one thing I know for certain is that a lot of you probably already work a lot with emails. Emails is basically, if not the main form of communication, it will become the main form of communication for, well, at least for doing business. But things are changing. I'm seeing it happening with text messages, informal voice messages. There are ways that information is becoming transmitted that's maybe a little bit different than it was even 5 years ago. So technology is going to continue to change. I have a few people who just came in. I have Magda, Federica, and Rafaela. So could you tell me where you're from? Where are you from exactly? Or where are you right now as you stay safe at home? You can write it in the comments. There will be many opportunities during the class to interact with me, with each other. Again, this is going to be about phone calls, emails, and communication at work, and maybe communication outside of work as well. So we're going to begin here. First thing is, there is a quote here. We're going to talk about phones, and it says the reason computers can do more work than people is that computers never have to answer the phone. So again, do you agree with this quote? Do you prefer to call or write emails at work? Can you give me what this quote is exactly trying to say in this situation? Anyone want to answer this, maybe? All right, so I have a few people saying where they're from, which is great. So Marina's from Luxembourg. That's good, yeah. I have Ruben from Alicante, Milan, northern Italy, yeah, near in the Turin area, near Turin, great. And in the south, in Sicily. And a few people are already answering. Ruben says, I prefer to write emails. Ricardo says, I prefer to call than write emails. Mon says, I prefer to write emails. Okay. So, and Lisa's joining us here from Argentina, now living in Barcelona. And we have someone from Crimea as well. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. And from YouTube, I don't see very many of you yet, but you can feel free to comment as well if you are watching on the YouTube website. So, all right. And someone from the Czech Republic. All right. Good to see you. So let's see. So not many here, but on the landing page. All right. So again, just continuing with this quote, the reason that computers can do more work than people is that computers never have to answer the phone. So do you agree with this? What does this mean, that computers never have to answer the phone and therefore computers do more work? Is this a positive or a negative quote about phone calls? What do you think this is? Positive or negative? All right. Yeah, good. So we have one person who's getting the quote. Marina says, to answer the phone, it takes a ton of time. Yeah, it takes a ton of time. It's a negative way. I would even say it's kind of cynical, right? Because the reason why, it's because it implies that because of phone calls, we are less productive. Okay, so some of you said you prefer to write emails. Some of you said you prefer to call. So I guess it depends on the circumstances. But if we go in, again, it says here that in the United States, 65% of customers still prefer to call a company directly versus 25% who contact online. So think about the last time that you contacted a business. Maybe this was before the crisis, right? When you contacted a store, you wanted to purchase something. Can you, how did you contact them? Did you call them? Did you write them? Did you go to the store without contacting? How do you as a customer, a consumer, prefer to contact a business? Do you prefer calling? Why? Yeah. So I have one person that says sometimes it's better to call to eliminate misunderstanding. Yeah, I would say that is a good reason. Aga says I write them via messenger. Okay. Yeah, that's like I said, it's a new form of communication now. So it's things are different these days. You know, it's interesting. Most people would say they call just because it's safer. Again, an email, people might not reply right away. A phone call, you get to talk to a person. Most people want a human touch, a personal touch, we say, right? And that way, they feel like they're with someone they trust, someone that they can give them information. And it's very different when it's an email or text message. I think it really depends also on the person and the kind of business. But I think one thing is for certain, even though we've made amazing advances in emailing and in text messaging, people still do prefer to call businesses before doing business. Let's see. A few people here. Lisa says, I agree with the sentence. I prefer to write emails because it usually takes 2 minutes, more or less. Ruben says, to do business, I prefer a personal touch. Yeah, so this is good. Yeah, having a personal touch is something that we prefer. I mean, again, it's the idea then, someone says the younger you are, the more you are afraid to call. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that's of course true. But one thing we have to realize is that we live in an industry now, a world industry, where emails are the normal way of contacting people, not even phone calls. However, I do agree with you that calling gives more of a personal touch. So the question really is, and this is what we're going to look at when we talk more about emails in this presentation. How do we make emails with a more personal touch? So we're going to look at that together. So this is just a quick introduction on phone calls. So again, to call or not to call, the basics. How much time per day do you spend on the phone? Are your calls essential, non-essential, or useless? All right, so again, there's a big difference between essential, non-essential, and useless. Some people might think that a non-essential phone call is useless. Well, it depends, right? I mean, a non-essential call means it's not important, but a useless phone call is very different. It means it's not worth your time or money, energy. So let's see. We have a few comments here from the YouTube audience. Hello, Carol. Good to see you. Where are you calling from today? And or maybe, oh wait, maybe we did talk already. It's maybe, I don't know. You have to say where you're calling from. But yeah, she says if you have to speak in a foreign language, maybe it's better to write, especially for appointments or prices. Yeah, that's true. One thing that's when I'm learning a new language and I contact. I have to contact someone in this language, I prefer to write than to speak because I'm more likely to be understood and it's quicker. But you know, the idea is that phone calls do hold a lot of importance, right? And Isa says it depends. If it's in English, I prefer to write an email because I don't speak English fluently. Yeah, most people prefer to write an email. I think especially people who are learning a foreign language. This is a normal thing. It's normal to be afraid to call someone in a language you don't speak as well as your native language. So answering this question here, would you say that your phone calls for the most part are essential? Would you say they're non-essential? Would you say they're useless? What can you tell me about your phone calls that you receive? All right, so Okay, I have a comment here from Irina. It's this is what we would call a proverb or an expression, right? An old expression. No axe can cut out what a pen has written about. Can you explain more what that means? What it means? This proverb. It's very poetic proverb. I'd like to know what it means. So Carol White from Venice, all right, good to see you, says that her phone calls are useless. Okay, so does anyone have phone calls that are essential or non-essential? Are most of your phone calls useless? You can feel free to answer. Again, we'll go back on these topics together as time goes on. So what do you think? Any of these phone calls that you get useful, or are they not useful at all? All right, I have one saying useless. Okay, Grazia says my phone calls are essential. Time is precious. Well, that's the dream, right? The dream is that you have, wonderful, perfect phone calls, right? That's the dream. And right here, most of my phone calls are essential. Okay, from Ricardo. Ruben says phone that I usually receive are essential to manage important issues at work. Okay, yeah. Okay, Isa says though useless. Okay, so we have two extremes. We have people that are saying their phone calls are totally important, and we have another extreme saying the phone calls are totally useless. So, does anyone get what's an example of a non-essential phone call? Kind of in the middle. It's not necessary, but it's still nice to have as a phone call. Can you name me a non-essential phone call? See if you can. All right. So, person from Belgium says most of them are useless. Okay. All right. Okay. So, we don't really have anyone in between. Non-essential phone calls might be, for example, someone who's calling you to ask you how progress is going on your project. Now, let's say that the deadline is in a week or 2 weeks and they call you. It's not an essential phone call because it's not urgent, but it could be nice because it's a reminder and it could be an opportunity to talk about a few things. It's non essential because, again, it's not like you have to get the project done tomorrow. Another non essential phone call could also be friends or family calling you just to talk. I would say it's probably essential, but it also might just mean they want to talk. So your day doesn't change because of that. Maybe your day is better. Maybe your day is less good because you didn't want to get a phone call, but it's not a useless phone call. A useless phone call would usually be, hello, this is a sales call. We'd like to offer you a discount on something, something. That's a useless phone call, unless it's something that's going to benefit you, right? Ricardo says a non-essential example. Hi, I'm going to send you an email in a few minutes, okay? Yeah, that's almost useless too, I would say, because it's a waste of time, but it might be important. Maybe you need to get what we call a heads up. A heads up means an alert, right, about something coming up. So an email, for example. Okay, these are good. These are good answers. And here's another thing that I like to ask people in this class. Why do you answer the phone? Are you curious? Are you required to answer? Do you answer out of habit? Again, do you answer out of habit? Are you curious? Are you required to answer? Sometimes we work at jobs where the phone rings and we just answer. Even if yes, we're probably required to answer, but maybe we're the person that usually answers because other people are busy. So it's not that you're required, it's just that you have less things to do. So you are taking care of phone calls. It's not a requirement, it's just maybe, but there's also the curiosity of answering a phone call. Federica says, my calls are non-essential, family, friends that are far away. Yeah, and they might be essential too. Maybe, right now, with the time we're living in, with the crisis, we could argue that phone calls from people we love and care about are indeed essential. Yeah, that we need them. But at the same time, yeah, we're thinking about something that's life or death. So, okay. I have one person saying I answer the phone about work issues. Yeah, work issues. Okay, so work-related issues, you can say work-related issues. Do we have someone else that's going to answer here? Answer my question. Are you going to answer my question out of curiosity, or are you required to answer? Do you answer out of habit? All right. You can bring your comments in. You don't have to be shy. Again, this is an opportunity to practice your English. You can talk directly to me. I'm still waiting for who was it? Irina, to tell me what that proverb meant. I would like to know what the meaning of that proverb was, because that could be interesting. Yeah, Marina says, I'm required to answer if I am at work. Yeah. But sometimes it's interesting. When I was working at a retail job, it was my very first job that I liked, and it went well. There was one thing I didn't like about the job. I didn't often work at the cash register in front of the store, but when I had to, everybody who was at the first register, they had to answer the phone. I did not understand this policy because we were the first cash register, so our priority always was the customer in front of us, because we were the first place the customer would go for checkout. And we were required to answer the phone. And I don't like that, because I'm talking to the customer, I'm helping them with something. I shouldn't be required to answer the phone. But I was required to answer the phone. And then one time the phone started to ring, and I was having a problem with the customer. I was arguing with them, and they were starting to get angry. So I didn't answer the phone. I found out that someone who had answered the phone was a manager, and it was another manager who was calling. And this manager was very angry, because the manager said that if you have someone, they have to answer the phone, and you need to train them better. But I was dealing with an angry customer, so why do I need to answer the phone? So I was required to answer. I not even out of curiosity, not out of habit, but just required to answer. So some businesses have a very strange phone policy. So you can share about yours if you want, anonymously, of course. Yeah. So I have a question from Out of Habit. Right. So that's why it's bolded. This is new vocabulary. Out of habit means habitually, right? Habitualmente. If you're adding something, right, you're answering the phone. It's a habit. You answer it because, well, you hear the phone ring and you answer it. It's like automatic for you. So I have one person, Carol White, saying, curious to know who is calling me, and required to answer if I know that it is for work. Okay. And Isa says, I only answer the phone when I know who is calling me. Okay, so it's the similar answer. Okay. And I have the viewer from Belgium saying, I'm required to answer. Most of the time, people just want a very quick answer, even though they are going to have the answer in a few minutes, you could say, in a few minutes. Or within a few minutes, you could even say, within a few minutes. So yeah, these are good answers. I mean, again, think about this, if you're required, you don't have a choice. But if you answer out of habit, you have to ask yourself, what are you waiting for, right? So let's see here, just continuing this next part. Phone conversations are divided into formal and informal phrases. And I'll have you notice that there are a few differences depending on how you answer the phone. So for example, a formal conversation, right? You're usually going to say good morning or good evening. Informal, you can just say hi or hello. I think hello is pretty formal too, but good morning is definitely more formal, more professional. Again, there are ways to say, when you say hello, right? George's phone, right? Hi, this is Adriel, you can say on the phone. And yeah, just looking at this here, again, we have a few differences in how we talk about things. We ask for information. We respond to information. One thing you see in common is that there are still contractions in formal and informal language. Now, this is something that I teach a lot of students all the time, that if you want to speak more professional language, you don't have to change. You don't have to be like, I am trying, do not do that, or I will. You can say I'm, don't, I'll. That's okay. In professional English, we use informal language quite often, especially in the United States. I would say that people use it more than often, actually. But if you see, there's a few differences here with the formal and informal phrases. What are some other differences that you see? We talked a little bit about familiarities, similarities. And what are some differences that you can find between these two phrases? So what are some other things you see that change with the formal phrases as well with the informal phrases? Let's see if I have a few comments here. I have Rafaela saying, as I'm not working, phone calls are about advertisements and I avoid answering. Yeah, remember the gerund. I avoid answering the phone because the phone calls are about advertising. So yeah, you get the what are called sales calls, right? Or telemarketing, right? We call that sales calls, telemarketing. And well, here's the thing. We can't talk to anyone in that situation. But in a situation that we talk to people, we usually have to use a more formal form of English when we call a business. So can you give me an example of maybe here of a few ways that you can be polite when you talk on the phone, you speak on the phone? And can anyone see any differences between the formal and informal phrases? Do you see any differences? Well, you probably do, but if you answer, I'll have you know that it's using could, right? May, right? Saying, yeah, good. Carol White says informal calls are more direct. Emma says use of the conditional, please. Great. These are good ones. Would, could, may. I'm afraid, and also another big one, speaking in the continuous form. For some reason in English, speaking in the continuous form comes off as more polite than speaking in the direct form, right? So like Carol said, informal calls are more direct. I'm not saying that formal calls are indirect. It's just we use a passive form of speech to ask things. So instead of saying, I want to call the sales office, you'd say, hi, I'm trying to reach the sales office, or hello, I'm attempting or trying to call the sales office. I don't know why, but doing that, it changes the strength of your speech. So I don't know why, it softens the language a little bit. So this is something that you can look at in a few quizzes, a few vocabulary exercises online. So these are things you can currently revise during the class. Now, I have one question here from Dima saying, what could we use instead of good morning if it's not morning for the formal situation? Well, it depends on the time of the day, right? You could say good evening, good afternoon, right? You don't say good night usually. Good night is when you're saying goodbye and it's the end of the day or it's nighttime, right? You would still say, even if it's 9 at night, when you call someone, you don't say good night, you say good evening is better. Good night is more of saying goodbye. You can also say good evening when you say goodbye, but again, let's be logical, right? You can say, if it's the evening, you can say good night. If it's the afternoon, you can say have a nice evening, have a good rest of your day. You can also just call and say hello, right? Yeah. So, yeah, Emma's saying continuous forms put the stress on what you are doing. Yeah, they put the stress and they also don't sound so aggressive. It's a strange sort of grammatical thing in English, but it's something that I truly think is worth revising because it again, two things I look at a lot with two things I see that people don't use a lot. They don't use the continuous form a lot as much as they should. And they don't use the gerund as much as they should. And these are word forms that are absolutely essential when it comes to speaking more fluent and more polite English too. Yeah. And Rafaela says, we could say, could you put me through the accounting department? Yeah. You could say that. You could say that. Sure. If you want to ask directly. Could is a great way of asking for information without appearing to be very aggressive. So this is a good thing. All right, these are great answers. I have one last one from Carol, once again from Venice. If I make an appointment, I'm more formal. Yeah, I would say that also just more polite, right? Because these are people that are providing a service for you, and you don't want them to not like you because they have to help you. It's their job. So, all right. So again, just a few more revisions just before we go on to talking about emails. When asking for anything, would and could are the best question words to use or to ask, right? If is also useful for asking for help / information. If you're not too busy, if you have a moment. I really encourage you to practice this because again, you're making it seem like it's worth their time. The situation is worth their time. And that's something that is essential for good business, essential for good phone conversation, right? We call it phone protocol. And if you say that, because I used to have a colleague, sorry, who would tell me, not to say things like, for example, could you really quickly do this for me? Or could you do this for me? It'll only take 1 second. No, he told me not to do that because he told me that when you do that, you're making it seem like, their time is not important. Your time is more important than their time. You don't know. They might be really busy with something, something that's maybe they've been getting phone calls all day and some of the people are not polite. So the least you can do is to make it look like you appreciate your time and attention. And that's why you say, if you're not too busy, if you have a minute, could you something. Again, using non-conditional forms of want or can are not always a good idea. Same goes for curt, direct language, like saying what. People say that a lot. Don't do that. In every language, you're not supposed to do that. So it's the same thing in English. It doesn't matter if English is a global language now. This is absolutely important, right? And it's important to create an environment that avoids hostility and animosity, right? This is the thing. So we're reducing hostility and reducing animosity. Remember, these two words, they have a lot to do with creating tension, creating problems, right? And one thing we don't want to do is to deal with, to make your phone calls or your emails a problem when you're already trying to solve problems. So for the next half hour, we're going to talk a little bit about emails. So again, I'm going to give you the hard truth about emails. Are you ready? This is the truth. As someone who used to write hundreds of emails a day for a living, I will tell you what the truth is. 1, write your email. 2, delete most of it. 3, send. Understood? So, what's Dan Muntz trying to say here in this quote? What's going on here? What is his conclusion to emails? Can you tell me? Let's see. Anyone waiting for your comments to come in? But I think it explains pretty well what his opinion is about emails, and maybe you have a similar opinion about emails. All right, good. I have one comment here. Emma saying, think twice before sending it. Someone else says usually emails are too long. And Ruben says majority of information is not necessary. Yes, in fact, that is one of the big problems with emails these days. Just like phone calls, you would think, okay, emails are, you can send it and, it doesn't bother the person because they see the email and they say, okay, I'll look at the email later, right? Unless it says urgent, right? They're going to be like, okay, I'll look at it later. But remember, emails are silent but deadly, right? They are things that can quickly waste someone's time. I learned this the hard way. I had people yelling at me all the time to simplify my emails. And, it's not something very easy to do for a lot of people. And I think because we have a tendency, I think this is really the reason why. And again, you can disagree or agree with me. But I think in my experience, people really enjoy having that human contact. So that includes when they're on the phone and when they're talking to someone, it's a little bit easier. But I think for emails, people want to sort of still somehow be as communicative as they are when they speak and when they speak on the phone, when they speak face to face and when they talk on the phone. So I think a lot of people, they add a lot of information to sort of make their email more informal or more human, but it comes off as very annoying, long, and unnecessary, right? And this I think is the situation. I'm not sure. There could be other reasons why, but I always found out that emails are less of a conversation and more of just a way to give information. So keep it simple, keep it precise, right? So we have from Belgium, not too many details. Dima says, the more brief the email, the better. And yeah, Irina says an email should be clear and not too long. Yeah, clear and concise. Yeah. Carol from Venice says, delete because I think the majority are adverts. Well, yeah, that's another problem. That's actually another problem is not only will people delete emails that they find unnecessary or useless, but also they will see an email, and if it's a very long email, they will not read it. Attention, they will not read your email if it's long. So think about this thing when you're writing an email. This is especially true when you're writing an email in another language that you're learning. So it's the same thing. So again, to email or not to email, they're a part of everyday work life, many more so than phone calls. Can you tell me how many useless emails the United Kingdom receives every day? Can you tell me how many useless emails the United Kingdom receives every day? How many? Let's think of a quantity here. This is just every day in the United Kingdom alone. How many useless emails are they receiving every day? Okay, so I have 1 million, 2 million. Okay. Yeah, Marina says the short emails are more likely talented. Well, you could also say like, you could say also maybe they're, they take talent. You can say they take talent to write. Yeah, Emma's saying too many. Andrea's 8 million. Ruben says 40 emails per day. Okay, 70. All right, we're doing better here. But remember, this is the entire country, the entire United Kingdom. And the answer is terrifying. It is actually 64 million useless emails sent to every day to people. This is actually a big conversation right now because not only are if you look at the link below from The Guardian, it says that pointless emails are not just irritating, they have a massive carbon footprint. Actually, pointless emails are contributing to climate change. It's actually something that is helping cause climate change because it is using a lot of energy and a lot of resources to generate and send these emails. So this is a very big problem, right? I mean, again, this is just every day. 64 million emails. That's way too many useless emails, and there's no way that we're going to stop it. So we can do our part by being better, right? So how often do you email? What can we do to make emailing more useful? What are some things that maybe we can do that make it more useful? Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm seeing some comments here. Some people, it says impossible to guess, but I want to know more about your experience writing emails. Can you tell me maybe how often do you email and how we can make emailing more useful? What are some things we can do? Okay, so again, Irina is saying to think twice before sending. Okay, that's one thing. What's something else we can do to make emailing more useful? Does anyone know maybe? Okay, Marina says, I think a lot of the emails are generated automatically. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But let's think about the emails that are written by people, not just by robots, right? Emails that are written by people, they have enormous consequences. So, can anyone tell me here why, again, why you or what you do, like why you send emails or what you do to improve the quality of your emails? Okay, so I have one person answering here from YouTube. Carol says 4 times a week now, but in my past you could say jobs in your past jobs, I had to email 3 times a day. It was horrible. Oh, that's it? Only 3 times a day? Well, you know, it's to be honest with you, you're very lucky. I had to email in one of my last jobs 50 to 100 emails a day, and that was only on days that there were particularly, particularly bad, but it was an average that came quite often. So again, what can we do to make emailing more useful, to make it more useful for everyone? Anything at all? What can we do? Not getting not many comments here, but I was hoping that maybe you could have maybe advice for others. So we'll continue to go with the conversation. We're going to look at a few more things, but again, let's look a little bit at email protocol. Again, emails are similar to making phone calls. We can use could, would, and if in the same way as we do in speech, right? How important is it to write or receive a good quality email? Should emails always be long or short, and why? Like again, what are some things here? So again, looks like the YouTube comment is frozen on the screen, but I guess it will go away. But just wanted to know from you again. As soon as this comment goes down, it looks like the comment is stuck there. I wanted to know if maybe you could tell me if emails are always long or short, and why. So, should they always be long or short? And the other question for you is again, how important is it to write or receive a good quality email? Now again, I'm perfectly fine with silence in my classes. I would love to see your thoughts and to think about a few things that you can contribute or share together. If there's anything that you're interested in sharing, again, this is an opportunity to talk to me, to talk to each other. Again, are there things that you appreciate about a good quality email? Think of like the best emails you've received or the ones you've written. Why were they so good? What was good about them? So Carol writes here, Carol writes, emails should be short, clear, and understandable. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. I would say that that's a good comment there. Again, they should be clear, short, and understandable, right? Again, we keep them clear and concise. So I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to wait for some of your comments to come in. But just looking at this together, I'm going to share with you something that shows a few comments from. This is from a website in the British Council, and they do wonderful. They do wonderful sorts of projects, worksheets for people who are learning English. So I'm going to show this one for you. Here's the document. All right. And if you can see right here, looking at the worksheet, there's a formal letter, right? Again, you wanted to say, for example, Dear Mr. Jones, right? I am writing to inquire about your language courses in the summer, right? I'm a university student, or I am someone looking applying for a job. And again, look at what's going on here. Right here, we're already having more formal language. Inquire, right? We inquire about your language courses. So I am writing, right? Again, using the passive form, very similar to how we would do if we were making a phone call. And continuing here, it says, I would like to know whether your school offers courses specifically for university level students, as I would like to study techniques for essay writing. So again, this is just something that you would write if you were a student looking for work, but it's the same kind of language, right? I would like to know whether, right, specifically for university level students, as I would like to study techniques. Again, using would multiple times in the sentence, being very clear about that. Again, this is something that's a very formal email. And asking questions. Now, one thing you could do to improve the quality of the questions is you could put them as a list. So if you have bullet points, right, which are little bullet points, and you write a list, it's something that works quite well when you're writing informal emails. And again, thanking them for their time, grateful for any information. Likewise, if you go to a semi-formal email, right? Again, a little bit different, but it's the same idea, right? You're saying you're still using the passive language, right? The continuous form. I'm writing to get some information. I've got a few questions, so that's a little bit more informal, but you could say, I have a few questions, right? That's something you could say as well. And again, these are things that you can, again, she separated them here as a list. So I think the best thing to do when you're writing these kinds of questions is you have to think about how to format that. So again, look at this one more time. You have the list, right? With each question, you have something that's simple and fast. It doesn't complicate the information. And right here, it talks directly. I'm hoping to come over in June, right? So if you get back to me as soon as possible, that would be great. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your time. This is a great example. It's a model email. It's very good quality. And I think that in the end, if you look at it, it's an example of an email that we all should hope to write one day. It's not something very complicated. So again, just want to see if some of your comments came in. Should some of your emails be, how formal should they be? Should they be semi-formal? Should they have a list? What's your style of writing emails? Waiting for your comments here, but I don't see many of you today on the landing page, but you can answer if you like. Again, there is no problem. Again, should emails always be long or short? When should emails be long? When should you write a long email? When should you write a short email? So maybe the comments are in. Let me just see if I have some new comments coming in. Because again, maybe we're having a little bit of, all right, I just saw here that it froze a little bit. So I apologize, everyone. You wrote so many great comments. So I'm going to read them all right now. So it says right here, I use email every day at work. I send 30 to 40 per day, right? Okay. And Olslam says around 1 per day. Andreas says I use, okay, a lot of comments here. All right. Let's see. I believe, okay, let's see. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of a delay with the stream. So now that it's back, I'm reading your comments just to see if I can work with you. So again, yeah, about 1 per day. Okay, so not very many. I have Andreas who says, I use email every day for work and private life. Okay, that's good. Ricardo says short sentences. Yeah. Andreas says, I think you have to write your email with limit words, with the whole content, what you want to send. Emma says they should be clear and concise and not too long. Andrea says it depends what kind of issue you want to write in your email. Yeah, so you have to write. So again, you will read a good quality email to practice, and again, you won't read the others. If you're especially at work, if the other emails are too long, people are not. They're not going to read the long emails, even if they're very important. So I have another comment from Marta. I think it's really important to write or receive a good quality email because people want to read them then. And a lot about us as people. Okay, yeah, it talks a lot about us as people. Yeah, so you're saying, like, for example, it says a lot about us as people. Yeah. Magda says short and clear. I have someone that says you can bold something important. That's good. Rafaela says, I think it's very important to write emails, good quality emails, not to misunderstand, and if possible, not emails that are not too long. Yeah. Dima says, I hate receiving emails that are unstructured where plenty of issues are mixed. Okay, good. Marina says they should be short but structured. Emma says semi-formal, I think, as I am not fluent in English. Yeah, and semi-formal is actually a great idea because if you looked at that sample email we read together, you see that again the person is they speak English very well, but it's their second language, maybe even their third language. You don't know, and in that situation, right, they have to use a semi-formal language because it's natural, it's approachable, and they're not trying too hard to go into something that's more difficult or complex. Yeah. Let's see. Andreas says, if the content is long, you have to write long email, and the same thing for a short email for short content. From Belgium, when the email is short and clear, the response is often easier. And Pedro says, the email should have specific information, maybe 2 paragraphs. Okay, that's great. That's all fantastic answers. Really, thank you so much. I'm so sorry that there was a little bit of a delay with the video. I saw that you were all answering in those moments of silence, which is exactly what I want you to do in my classes. So I have a few comments from YouTube as well. Isa says, I think that email should be short. And Carol says, bullets are very good for what you can say to make your instructions or questions more concise, to make them clearer. Yeah. So these are all great comments. Again, specific information, 2 paragraphs, short, clear, semi-formal, bullets, information in bold. Those are all some of the most important aspects of writing a good email. And you know, when I worked for a company before, there was an email that was sent out talking about email wars. Now, I don't know if you know about this. An email war is when people start to send a lot of emails to each other. It's like a battle, like a battleground. And this can be a big problem, right? Because you get a bunch of people sending emails, too many emails, that are not useful. They're emails with usually a few words, or emails that ask a question like, what do you think, or what is this, instead of actually giving more information. And this is a big problem because it actually makes it that people work less well, less productively. So it's very, very important to send a very good email. So I'm glad that you all know the rules. Hopefully you put it into practice the most possible in your everyday life. All right, so I'm going to conclude it here with you. Learning these different phrases will help you improve your English communication. So again, we go back to learning the modal verbs. We go back to learning the continuous form. We go back to learning the gerund. We go back to expressing our ideas in a formal or semi-formal or even informal way. These phrases will help you. Again, as we talked about together, being clear and concise is the best. Simple is good, sometimes better. I used to have a former boss his emails were only 5 or 6 words. So, for example, we would ask a bunch of questions and he would answer each question with okay, or no, or yes, this, yes, quantity 500 or something. It was amazing. It was like he was not a robot, but just he was so efficient. The idea was that emails were not were only used to transmit important information. So yes, no questions would be answered with a yes or no. And usually if the person knew what this is the part that's important though, the person sending the email has to be clear as well, because if you would send an email to this person and it was too much information, they wouldn't respond, because again, the idea was they didn't have time to respond. They wanted to respond in a way that was very fast and efficient. So you need to think that way as well. So remember, your image and your company's image matters, sometimes based on your emails and on your phone calls. So do you have any sort of email war stories? Do you have some annoying email or phone call stories at work? You can share it here in the comments. Again, there's no wrong comments, there's no right comments, but the idea is think about, for example, next time that you send an email, that you decide to say who are you contacting, right? And how are you structuring your email? And if you have a directive, make sure that every directive is very clear. And if you have very important information, make sure that it's structured in a way that they see it. Because sometimes we would write emails and we would make the emails very clear. And for some reason, it must have just been the way that we were writing these emails, because they would send us back a response that was absolutely confused. Again, there was no logic to it. They were just absolutely confused about it. And well, there's not much you can do about that in that situation. We wrote everything we could, and that's how it came out. So do any of you have any email horror stories or communication horror stories at work? You can share them in the comments. You can tell us here. We have a few minutes to go. I would just like to know if any of you have some interesting or strange work-related stories that you'd like to talk about. Let's see. All right, let me see if I'm going to refresh the comments. See if some of you are already answering. Yeah, okay. I got some people coming who answered. I have, let's see, just a few people saying, could you spell that word, please, right? An email war. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's an email war. Again, that's the correct word. Again, it's a war. Yeah. Yeah, Carol says, I understand the problem of email war. I had it and it confused me a lot. Yeah. An email war, again, is something that might happen to you. It's something that happens in many workplaces. It's a big example of one of the big problems with emails today. And again, just to define it to you once again, an email war is exactly that. It's where you have people that are battling with each other, writing each other emails, very quick emails that are not very descriptive, and emails that require a lot of response. So I have one person sharing a story. So let's read these stories before the end of the class. We have a few minutes to go. Rafaela says, I remember one supplier used to send me emails, and every time she immediately sent me a Skype message informing she had just sent the email. Okay. Yeah. So that can be one problem. So that means you're getting double the messages just to read one of them. Yeah, 2 for 1, right? Usually that's a good thing in business, but not in emails. 2 for 1 is a terrible waste of time. Does anyone else have some other horror stories or terrible email or phone call stories you'd like to share in the comments? Okay, I have one from Carol. Once I received an email, and after a few minutes, another one, and then another one, and they communicated a thing and then deleted the other on the previous email. Yeah, so they deleted the previous emails, and that upset me so much. Okay, yeah. One thing that is a terrible thing in emails is reply all. This is something they do, right? Again, I'm going to write it in the comments just so that you got it. Reply all. A lot of people, this is something that's considered to be an example of a useless email. So for example, if someone writes an email and is congratulating someone for their achievements or saying that it's someone's birthday, what's the right thing to do? You message that person directly. But you have people that they reply to everyone on the list with a message just saying, congratulations, or thank you, or happy birthday. So everybody is getting an extra message that they don't need. So I know it doesn't seem like something very, again, like a big problem, but think of it this way. Imagine if everybody did that, right? And you got 50 messages saying happy birthday, and it wasn't your birthday, it was someone else's birthday, and everybody was doing reply all. This would be a very bad situation using email. I have a few other funny stories here. Ruben says, I have some funny stories because my email address is very similar to the plant manager email. It's a very important at the job review, to review the receivers before sending the email. Yeah, especially when you have people with similar names in the companies. Like one time I sent an email to someone, it was a private email. I sent it to the wrong person. And man, that's just weird, right? I mean, that means someone now knows about information that is private. So be careful. Andreas says, I received one email actually from another workmate, and the content is very private. It made me uncomfortable. I don't know if I should forward the email or ignore it. Finally, I deleted it. Well, you should also tell your workmate that you received it. Just tell your workmate and just say, like, that you won't tell anyone. But they might make that mistake again, so they need to figure out why they made that mistake. All right, so those are good stories. I'm going to conclude with that today. Again, you've been a wonderful list of viewers today. Thank you so much for tuning in at lunchtime on Monday. I know that the week is just starting. We're still all confined. Some countries have started to open up their borders, open up businesses slowly, but here in France, and I know in Spain, Italy, many countries, a lot of places are closed or in total confinement. So again, my name is Adriel. I'm a professional instructor on italki. There are many other professional instructors such as myself, as well as informal tutors and language partners, as well as wonderful learning resources that you can find on the website to help you achieve your goals and improve your skills in your target language. So wherever you are today in the world, I want to wish you lots of good health. I want to wish you lots of good vibes. After all, confinement is something that's been very difficult for a lot of people. A lot of people are very stressed and worried. So I want to thank you for tuning into the live stream today. You can see my link below to book for classes. And also, if you want to tune in for another live stream, I'll be in tomorrow talking about improving your CV and your interviewing skills. So that will be something interesting. So wherever you are today, I wish you lots of good health, lots of good wishes, and have a great rest of your day if I don't see you tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Give me an example. Okay, so for example, say you're eating a cake, it's delicious. You can say, oh, this is peng.
Does it just mean delicious?
You could use it in other contexts as well.
Does it mean like it's
I can also say that your eyes are peng.
I feel like he's like a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
So like the top of top.
Yeah, basically.
Number 3, American. I blew it.
I blew it.
I blew it.
What a nightmare. I blew it.
Yeah.
So that means that you've completely ruined the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say like, I didn't make it into school. So my parents will not be proud of me. I blew it.
Yeah, but you walked late to work. Nobody ever knew that.
Yeah. I'm never late.
Number 3, British. Having a mare. Having a mare.
Having a mare. Like,
What a difference in you. Having a mare. You were having a mare before.
I was having a mare. I'm not understanding anything she was saying.
Yeah, exactly. So there you have it. There's our British and American slang. Tell us what you thought of it. Did you understand it? And we'll see you next time.
My name is Vũ Nguyễn. Tên tôi là Vũ Nguyễn. It's really amazing thing for me. From italki, I can meet people around the world, and they can give me more energy to live and more inspiration to live in the world also. Very magical, yeah. When I can go on lesson and I feel that I'm doing a very good job, and then working at home is a very wonderful thing. I think that I can do something, and I'm doing something here. I think that I can say idea and talk with people. That is the first motivation for me to come here. The second thing that I can have some to make my life
and for those able to reach countries willing to take them in, rebuilding their lives and careers in unfamiliar societies often proves challenging. Group of refugees
Esta es María. Le encanta aprender inglés, pero no tiene oportunidades para ponerlo en práctica. Con italki, Peter y María pueden recibir clases personales online para hablar con fluidez en otro idioma. Tú también puedes aprender un idioma en italki. Empieza hoy en 3 simples pasos. Primero, elige un idioma: inglés, alemán, chino, francés, japonés. Italki tiene profesores para cualquier idioma. Segundo, escoge un profesor. Con italki puedes escoger entre miles de profesores con experiencia de todo el mundo. Tercero, elige el horario de tu lección. Las clases de idiomas online son el mejor método para aprender con profesores nativos. Con italki tendrás un profesor de idiomas personal y conversaciones reales con hablantes nativos. Cada día miles de personas aprenden con profesores internacionales a través de italki. Encuentra un profesor hoy y domina el idioma de tu lección.
Hi everyone, it's Vicente and I teach Spanish on italki.com. And today we will be talking about 3 grammar rules to follow when you start learning Spanish. The first one is that, as you have already heard, Spanish verbs are always conjugated. That means that they have to match with the subject of the sentence. For example, there are different pronouns in Spanish. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, nosotras, vosotros, vosotras, and ellos, ellas, y ustedes. All these pronouns have their own conjugations, and it's very common for beginners to mix them up. So remember this. When you start to conjugate the verbs, they have to match. The second rule is very important as well. The Spanish nouns and adjectives has to be in the same level. Let me explain you this.
皆さん、こんにちは。あつこです。私はタイのバンコクに住んでいます。皆さんは今どこに住んでいますか？チャットに書いてください。皆さんはどこでこのライブを見ていますか？教えてください。私はタイのバンコクにいます。暑いです。それから私はもう一つ質問があります。皆さんはどのくらい日本語を勉強していますか？チャットで教えてください。どこに住んでいますか？どのくらい日本語を勉強していますか？ジョージア、アメリカ。エモニさんはアメリカ人ですね。エモニさん、今もアメリカですか？今アメリカにいますか？エモニさんはどのくらい日本語を勉強していますか？ But I don't know how should I pronounce this name. エモニさん、OK ですか？エモニさん、どうして日本語を勉強していますか？アディルソンさん、これはポルトガル語ですか？エモニさん、プエルトリコ人。プエルトリコ人ですか？そうですか。エンカンターダ。はい。どのくらい日本語を勉強していますか？アリルソンさんはどのくらい日本語を勉強していますか？うん。それからどうして日本語を勉強していますか？どうして？日本が好きですか？ニャニャさん、こんにちは。ニャニャさん、ドイツ人です。そうですか。うん。そっか、ニャニャさん、トライします。はい。そう、今日のレッスンはね、アッパーインターメディエイトです。アルファベットありません。ひらがな、カタカナ、漢字です。はい。1ヶ月、エモリさん、1ヶ月勉強しています。これね、1月ですね。1ヶ月勉強しています。そうですか。はい。じゃあ、今日は、助詞を勉強します。助詞は英語で particle です。particle はが、と、で、に、も、と、からまでに。はい。イサベルさん、こんにちは。ドイツ人。ベルリンに住んでいます。そうですか。はい。今日は助詞の勉強です。皆さんは助詞がよくわかりますか？助詞は簡単ですか？好きですか？助詞 are very small words, and normally they are not pronounced clearly. But they are very important because 助詞 determines the meaning of the sentence. Yeah? I met many Japanese learners who look speaking fluently, but they sometimes omit particles or use incorrect particles. But actually, 助詞 is not so difficult. It's very logical. Once you understand the logic, I'm sure you'll be able to use correct particles when you speak Japanese. ね。はい。心配しないでください。 では始めましょう。皆さん、ペンと紙がありますか？ペンと紙。I recommend you to prepare a pen and paper. I made many quizzes, so I want you to try my quizzes. Okay? 紙とペンを用意してください。では、最初のクイズです。じゃあクイズを見てください。はい。OK ですか？クイズが見えますか？じゃあ、私はセンテンスを読みます。カッコ、parenthesis、カッコにパーティクルが入ります。で、some of them don't take particles. In that case, please write but.Okay, you don't need to write the whole sentence. Just particles is enough. Okay, we'll check the correct answer after we finish number 3 です。はい、じゃあ始めましょう。1、私は毎朝、彼、電車、大学、行きます。私は毎朝、彼、電車、大学、行きます。2、何、スーパー、行きますか？自転車、行きます。そうですか。誰、行きますか？一人、行きます。もう一度読みます。A さん、何スーパー行きますか？自転車行きます。そうですか。誰行きますか？一人行きます。3、ジョンさんはアメリカ来ました。今、東京住んでいます。東京、大学、経済、勉強しています。もう一度読みます。ジョンさんはアメリカ来ました。今、東京住んでいます。東京、大学、経済、勉強しています。では、答えをチェックしますね。私は毎朝、×です。パーティクルはありません。彼と電車で大学に or へ行きます。なんでスーパーに or へ行きますか？自転車で行きます。そうですか。誰と行きますか？一人で行きます。ジョンさんはアメリカから来ました。今、東京に住んでいます。東京の大学で経済を勉強しています。全部できましたか？ Did anyone get perfect? エモニーさん、カッコわかります？カッコね、パレンティスです。カッコ。はい。皆さん全部わかりましたか？クエスチョンありませんか？ If you have any questions, please ask me on the chat. OK ですか？簡単ですか？では、ポイントをチェックします。はい。じゃあ、トランスポーテーションのパーティクルは でですね。車で行きます。自転車で行きます。飛行機で行きます。バスで行きます。でも、一つエクセプションがありますね。on foot。歩いて行きます。歩いてでじゃありません。歩いて行きます。エクセプションです。次は person のパーティクルです。と、友達と行きます。家族と行きます。彼と行きます。では次は movement verb の origin。すみません。person とエクセプションがありますね。alone は一人で行きます。一人で帰ります。では次は movement verbs の origin です。から。私は日本から来ました。destination はに OK。へも OK です。meaning は同じです。私は日本からタイへ来ました。会社から家に帰ります。です。ここまで質問はありませんか？全部わかりますか？では、次のクイズです。では、私は読みます。皆さんは紙に答えを書いてください。1、今年8月、日本行きます。今年8月、日本行きます。2、毎日ここ来ます。毎日ここ来ます。3、5月12日、国帰ります。5月12日、国帰ります。4、今朝6時起きました。今朝6時起きました。5、今日午後2時、4時勉強します。今日午後2時、4時勉強します。6、来年3月、ロンドン行きます。それからそこ働きます。来年3月、ロンドン行きます。それからそこ働きます。7、7は、ラストはダブルパーティクルです。ダブルパーティクル。パーティクル2つですよ。テストは10時です。9時50分来てください。テストは10時です。9時50分来てください。では、答えをチェックします。1、今年の8月に日本に日本へ行きます。2、毎日×です。パーティクルはありません。ここにここへ来ます。5月12日に国に国へ帰ります。今朝×です。パーティクルはありません。6時に起きました。今日の午後2時から4時まで 勉強します。来年の3月にロンドンへ行きます。それからそこで働きます。テストは10時からです。次はダブルパーティクルですよ。9時50分までに来てください。全部わかりましたか？イサベルさん簡単ですか？今日は YouTube のチャットが I can't see YouTube チャット。ちょっと待ってくださいね。Let me check. はい。にゃにゃさん、What's the difference between に and え？にゃにゃさん、に、えは same です。You can use whichever you like. But normally in the conversation, we more often use にです。But particle に has many meaning. So, in the beginning, it's better for you to use え for direction. And after you get used to particle, then you can use に and え。ね、はい。では、じゃあ質問、クエスチョンありませんか？では、ポイントをチェックします。この問題のポイントは、タイムにあります、ありませんです。9時に行きます。12日に行きます。5月に行きます。2013年に行きます。ナンバーがあります。パーティクルにがあります。それから、誕生日に行きます。誕生日、スペシャルデーもにがありますよ。他のスペシャルデーは、例えば、クリスマスに、バレンタインデーに、母の日に、などです。日曜日に行きます。曜日はにあります、ありません。どちらも OK ですよ。日曜日に行きます。日曜日行きます。どちらも OK です。では下です。朝行きます。昼行きます。今日行きます。昨日行きました。ナンバーがありませんね。ナンバーがありません。にもありません。time with number or special day 誕生日、クリスマスはにがあります。time にです。朝、昼、晩、夜、ナンバーがありません。time without number はにがありません。はい、ここまで質問がありますか？わかりましたか？皆さんどういたしまして。では、練習、プラクティスしましょう。はい。じゃあ、エグザンプル、例を見てください。いつ東京に行きますか？いつ東京に行きますか？アンサーは July next year です。July next year は日本語で何ですか？皆さん B さんの答えをチャットに書いてください。いつ東京に行きますか？答えがわかりますか？いつ東京に行きますか？わかる人はチャットに書いてください。では答えをチェックします。July next year は来年の 7月に行きます。7月、7、ナンバーがありますね。7月に行きます。2があります。では1番です。バンクは日本語で何ですか？銀行ですね。いつ銀行に行きますか？にゃんにゃんさん、来年の7月に行きます。OK です。パーフェクトです。イサベルさん、7月、ナンバーです。time with number は7月に、そう。OK です。はい。じゃあ次は1番です。tomorrow afternoon。いつ銀行に行きますか？小さい。すみません。よいしょ。OK ですか？はい。いつ銀行に行きますか？答えは tomorrow afternoon です。いつ銀行に行きますか？わかりますか？答えは明日の午後行きます。明日の午後行きます。明日の午後はナンバーがありませんね。明日の午後。そう、にゃんにゃんさん OK です。ナンバーがありませんから2もありません。明日の午後行きます。はい、OK です。イサベルさん漢字も OK ですね。はい。じゃあ2番しましょうか。これは何ですか？デパート。デパートです。いつデパートに行きますか？いつデパートに行きますか？ Next Wednesday。わかりましたか？答えは来週の水曜日行きます。or 来週の水曜日に行きます。曜日はにあります。ありません。どちらも OK です。ですか？じゃあ3番もしましょうか。これはアートミュージアムです。日本語で何ですか？美術館です。いつ美術館に行きますか？タイムですね。にゃんにゃんさん、来週の水曜日行きます。はい。にゃんにゃんさん OK です。3番はどうですか？いつ美術館に行きますか？暑い。はい。いつ美術館に行きますか？タイムですね。ナンバーがありますね。答えは3時に行きます。3時に行きますです。はい。イサベルさん OK です。はい。じゃあ、7番しましょう。7番。7。これはレストランです。7。いつレストランに行きますか？いつレストランに行きますか？皆さん、カタカナは OK ですか？ 2、ありますか？ありませんか？答えは、クリスマスに行きます。クリスマスはスペシャルデーですね。スペシャルデーはに行きますです。クリスマスに行きます。はい、ここまで何か質問はありますか？はい、タナさん。OK、クリスマスに行きます。行きます。ローマ字はSU ですね。日本語はいつもバウエルエンディングです。ダナさんは今どこにいますか？どこに住んでいますか？ダナさん。そう。ダナさんどこにいますか？私はタイのバンコクにいます。 じゃあ、次の、クイズです。まで vs までにですね。はい。まではコンティニュエーション。今晩9時まで勉強します。までにはデッドライン。明日までにレポートを出さなければなりません。デッドラインです。じゃあ、1から7まで。までですか？までにですか？皆さん考えてください。1、来週の火曜日、この本を返してください。どちらですか？月曜日に返します。OK ですね。火曜日に返します。もう OK です。これはデッドラインですから、までにです。じゃあ次は、来週の火曜日、この本を借りてもいいですか？日曜日、まだ返しません。月曜日返しません。借りています。火曜日に返します。コンティニューです。火曜日までです。3番、午後出かけますから11時お風呂に入ってください。これはどちらですか？10時半にお風呂に入ります。いいです。10時45分に入ります。いいです。11時はデッドラインですね。までにです。4番、仕事が多かったですから11時働きました。夜の11時ですよ。大変ですね。ずーっと夜11時までコンティニューですから、までです。5、パーティーは9時からですから、8時半、ケーキを持ってきてください。8時15分に持ってきます。いいです。8時20分に持ってきます。いいです。8時半はデッドラインですから、までにですね。6番、来週の木曜日、漢字を30覚えなければなりません。これはどうですか？少し難しいですか？火曜日に全部覚えます。30覚えます。いいですね。水曜日に覚えます。もいいです。木曜日はデッドラインですから、までにです。7番、来週の木曜日、毎日テストがあります。大変ですね。月曜日テストがあります。火曜日もあります。水曜日もあります。木曜日もテストがあります。コンティニューですから、までです。ここまでクエスチョンがありますか？質問はどうぞチャットに書いてください。ダナさんはウクライナですか？そうですか。ダナさんは、日本語のは WA ですよ。WA。日本語は、V。We don't use V。W です。は。ね。はい。はい。では、次のクイズです。私はたくさんクイズを作りました。皆さん頑張ってください。では、読みます。1、学校、スイス人、友達、います。学校、スイス人、友達、います。2、うち、近く、銀行、あります。うち、近く、銀行、あります。3、箱、中、何、ありません。箱、中、何、ありません。4、渋谷は東京のエリアの名前ですよ。有名なインターセクションありますね。 渋谷にデパート、レストランなどがあります。渋谷にデパート、レストランなどがあります。5、私、携帯、机、上、あります。私、携帯、机、上、あります。6、私、2017年、バンコク、住んでいます。私、2017年、バンコク、住んでいます。7、駅、近く、ホテル、泊まります。駅、近く、ホテル、泊まります。では答えをチェックしましょう。学校にスイス人の友達がいます。2、うちの近くに銀行があります。うちはナウンです。近くはロケーションナウンです。ナウンとナウンのコネクターはのですね。3、箱の中に何もありません。中はロケーションナウンです。箱もナウンです。ナウンとナウンのコネクターはのですから、箱の中です。何もありません。ネガティブ、nothing、何もです。4番、渋谷にデパートやレストランなどがあります。デパートとレストランはダメですよ。only デパート and レストランじゃありませんね。渋谷に会社、銀行、映画館、いろいろな建物がありますね。デパートやレストランなど、etc. です。5、私の携帯、すみません。私の携帯は机の上にあります。できましたか？ 6、これは私のストーリーです。私は2017年からバンコクに住んでいます。住みますのパーティクルは place にですよ。で、じゃありません。ダナさんはウクライナに住んでいます。いいですか？はい。では7番。駅の近くのホテルに泊まります。近く、ナウンです。ホテル、ナウンです。ナウン、ナウン、ナウン。駅の近くのホテルです。泊まりますのパーティクルはにです。ホテルに泊まります。友達のうちに泊まります。で、じゃありませんよ。全部できましたか？パーフェクトの人はいますか？ナナさん、学校で、います、ありますはプレイスにですよ。はい。イサベルさん、なければなりませんは何ですか？ must です。must。I must。イサベルさん、2番の2が、OK ですね。はい。他に質問はありませんか？はい。では、ポイントをチェックします。プレイスにナウンがあります。例えば、机の上に本があります。本は新しいインフォメーションです。机の上に本があります。次は、トピックはプレイスにあります。私のうちはバンコクにあります。バンコクがニューインフォメーションです。2つのパターンがありますよ。じゃあ、下の会話を作りましょう。B さんの部屋、何ありますか？ B さんの部屋に何がありますか？ B さんの答えは、テレビや冷蔵庫、ベッドなどがあります。新しいインフォメーションですね。何がクエスチョンのアンサーは noun がです。じゃあ A さんはセカンドクエスチョンです。冷蔵庫はどこにありますか？冷蔵庫、トピックです。どこにありますか？ドアの横にあります。どこにクエスチョンのアンサーは place にですよ。OK ですか？質問はありませんか？では、イサベルさんといたしまして。では、次のクイズです。まだまだありますよ。皆さん疲れていませんか？はい。次は、はを書きません。誕生日、母、本、もらいました。誕生日、母、本、もらいました。2、山田さんはフランス人、学生、日本語、教えます。山田さんはフランス人、学生、日本語、教えます。3、バルセロナ、アナ先生、1ヶ月、スペイン語、習いました。バルセロナ、アナ先生、1ヶ月、スペイン語、習いました。4、携帯、花、写真、撮って、友達、送りました。携帯、花、写真、撮って、友達、送りました。5、カンバセーションですね。A さん、お父さん、お金、借りましたか？お父さん、お金、借りましたか？ B さん、いいえ、銀行、10万円、借りました。いいえ、銀行、10万円、借りました。全部わかりましたか？ちょっとトリッキーなクイズもありますよ。すみません、タイは暑いです。はい、じゃあ1番。誕生日に、スペシャルデーにですね。母に本をもらいました。2、山田さんはフランス人の学生に日本語を教えます。3番、バルセロナでアナ先生に1ヶ月スペイン語を習いました。1ヶ月はデュレーションです。デュレーションの後にパーティクルはいつもありません。いつもです。4番、携帯で、トゥールのでですね。ペンで書きます。スプーンで食べます。携帯で写真を撮ります。携帯で花の写真を撮って友達に送りました。5番、お父さんにお金を借りましたか？いいえ、銀行から10万円借りました。これは銀行でじゃありません。銀行ではプレイスのでですね。このカンバセーションのトピックはお金のリソースです。お父さんに借りました。お父さんは人ですね。銀行は人じゃありません。グループ、会社、オーガニゼーションは銀行から借りますです。Another example です。じゃあ皆さんはセールスパーソンです。今月セールスナンバーワンでした。会社はプライズをくれました。皆さんは時計をもらいました。会社は人じゃありません。 会社から時計をもらいましたです。会社にじゃありません。それから10万円借りました。10万円、quantity, amount の後にパーティクルはいつもありません。quantity, amount, verb, directo ですよ。はい。皆さん全部わかりましたか？ちょっと難しかったですか？でも今はもうわかりますか？質問はありませんか？あ、ダナさんどういたしまして。ありがとうかな？ありがとう。はい。では、ポイントをチェックします。問題4のポイントは、あげる、もらうです。A さんは giver です。B さんは receiver です。A さんは B さんに花をあげました。A さんは B さんにペンを貸しました。A さんは B さんに英語を教えました。A さんは B さんに電話をかけました。A さんは B さんにメールを送りました。receiver はいつも B さんに、オブジェクトはいつもオブジェクトをですね。あまり難しくないですね。じゃあ次は B さんサブジェクトです。B さんは receiver です。B さんは A さんに花をもらいました。B さんは A さんにペンを借りました。B さんは A さんに英語を習いました。B さんは A さんに電話をもらいました。B さんは A さんにメールをもらいました。ギバーはいつも A さんに、パーティクルはにです。オブジェクトはいつもおですね。とてもシンプルですね。ここまで質問はありませんか？では少し練習しますよ。はい。では絵を見てください。じゃあ私は皆さんに質問します。まず1です。左の女の人は佐藤さんです。右の男の人は山田さんです。私は質問しますから皆さんは答えをチャットに書いてください。いいですか？ 1、佐藤さんは誰にパンチを貸しましたか？佐藤さんは誰にパンチを貸しましたか？チャットに答えを書いてください。わかりますか？山田さんに、はい、にゃにゃさん、バーブもお願いします。山田さんに、パンチを、バーブは誰にパンチを貸しましたか？答えは、山田さんに貸しました。山田さんに貸しました。クエスチョンとアンサーのバーブは同じですよ。はい。タナさん、アンサーは、オブジェクトは、you can omit object when you answer. Okay? じゃあ2番いきますよ。2番。じゃあ、高橋さんは誰に電話をかけましたか？高橋さんは誰に電話をかけましたか？あ、にゃにゃさん、OK です。いいです。大丈夫。はい、2番わかりますか？高橋さんは誰に電話をかけましたか？答えは 木村さんにかけました。木村さんにかけました。じゃあ3番。サントスさんは、ダナさん、木村さんにかけました。OK です。パーフェクトです。じゃあ3番いきますよ。サントスさんは、ラン先生に、イサベルさんも OK。はい。イサベルさん、in the end of the sentence, add period, 丸。OK ね。in the end of the sentence, 丸もね。はい。3番、サントスさんは、ラン先生に何を習いましたか？サントスさんは、ラン先生に何を習いましたか？バーブは、習いましたです。ニーハオは何ですか？皆さんわかりますか？日本語ですか？イサベルさん、OK。カタカナね。OK。カタカナ。英語から来ました。はい。じゃあ3番、答えをチェックしましょう。サントスさんは、ラン先生に何を習いましたか？アンサーは、Chinese です。中国語を習いました。中国語を習いました。ニーハオ。ニーハオ。ダナさん、ニーハオはね、Chinese language です。中国語。中国語を習いました。習いました。はい。じゃあ4番もしましょうか。鈴木さんは、誰に、イサベルさん、中国語を習いました。イサベルさん、verb question、verb answer です。誰に、ラン先生に何を習いましたか？中国語を習いました。same verb ですよ。はい。4番。鈴木さんは誰に荷物を送りましたか？鈴木さんは誰に荷物を送りましたか？ファーザーは日本語で何ですか？鈴木さんは誰に荷物を送りましたか？ファーザーはお父さん。お父さんに送りました。そうそう、ニャニャさん OK。お父さんに送りました。父に送りましたはね、ダメです。父は my father です。someone else father はお父さんですよ。お父さんに送りました。はい。では、じゃあ5番です。佐藤さんは田中さんに何をもらいましたか？わかりますか？佐藤さんは田中さんに何をもらいましたか？ワインじゃありません。何でしょう？佐藤さんは田中さんに何をもらいましたか？これは何ですか？答えはシャンペーン。シャンペーン。シャンペーンか。シャンペーンいいですね。これ大きい。お酒。日本のお酒。そう。イサベルさん、お酒 is better ですよ。酒は not polite です。女の人はお酒を使ってください。お酒をもらいました。グラマーは OK ですよ。お酒をもらいました。はい。ダナさん、don't worry です。大丈夫。you're doing very well. You're doing very well. はい、じゃあ6番、ラストクエスチョンです。アレックスさん、こんばんは、先生。はい、こんばんは、アレックスさん。はい、じゃあ6番。お母さんは、ケン君に何をあげましたか？お母さんは、ケン君に何をあげましたか？いいですね、これ。私も欲しい。お母さんはケン君に何をあげましたか？マニーは日本語で何ですか？答えは お金。お金をもらいました。お金をもらいましたです。はい。質問はありませんか？もっとクイズがありますよ。じゃあ次しましょうか。次のクイズね。はい。これもはを書きません。お腹空きましたからレストラン入ります。お腹空きましたからレストラン入ります。2、東京大学出てから京都働きました。東京大学出てから京都働きました。3、カバン、本入れます。カバン、本入れます。4、カバン、本出して机上置きます。カバン、本出して机上置きます。5、漢字読み方わかりませんから先生聞きます。漢字読み方わかりませんから先生聞きます。6、A 駅電車乗ります。A 駅電車乗ります。7、B 駅電車降りてバス乗り換えます。B 駅電車降りてバス乗り換えます。全部わかりましたか？では答えをチェックしましょう。1、お腹が空きましたからレストランに入ります。2、東京の大学を出てから京都で働きました。3、カバンに本を入れます。4、カバンから本を出して机の上に置きます。5、漢字の読み方がわかりませんから先生に聞きます。皆さんは読み方わかりますか？ How to read です。食べ方 How to eat。書きます。書き方 How to write です。How to make 作り方ですね。読み方はナウンです。漢字ナウンです。ナウンとナウンのコネクターはのですね。先生に聞きます。この聞くは listen, hear じゃありません。ask です。6番、A 駅で電車に乗ります。乗りますはアクションバーブですから A 駅でですね。place of action はでです。7、B 駅で電車を降りて、降りるはアクションですね。B 駅 place of action です。でですね。バスに乗り換えます。さあ、これはどうでしたか？難しかったですか？お腹が空きましたからレストランに入ります。あ、ダナさんいいですね。東京の大学を、そう。あ、皆さんいいですね。はい。はい。質問はありませんか？どうしてこのパーティクルですか？大丈夫かな？じゃあ、ポイントをチェックしますね。この問題5のポイントは、 ターゲットのにとスターティングポイントのをです。レストランに入ります。大学に入ります。電車に乗ります。ロンドンに到着します。到着しますは arrive です。バスに乗り換えます。カバンに入れます。ノートに書きます。机の上に置きます。全部ターゲットですよ。例えば、コーヒーに砂糖を入れます。コーヒーに。ね、スターティングポイントはをです。レストランを出ます。大学を出ます。この出ますは graduate です。電車を降ります。ロンドンを出発します。これはオブジェクトのをじゃありません。スターティングポイントのをです。出発しますは depart です。ここまで OK ですか？あ、ダナさんすごく面白い。ありがとうございます。パーティクルはね、面白いです。難しくないです。はい。じゃあ、ラストエクササイズですね。最後のクイズです。はい。昨日、雨、降っています。昨日、雨、降っています。2、トイレ、ドア、開いています。トイレ、ドア、開いています。3、天気、いいですから、公園、散歩します。天気、いいですから、公園、散歩します。4、あの橋、渡ると、銀行、あります。あの橋、渡ると、銀行、あります。5、このプロジェクト、終わったら、1ヶ月、日本、旅行したいです。このプロジェクト、終わったら、1ヶ月、日本、旅行したいです。プロジェクトは英語のプロジェクトですよ。カタカナイングリッシュですね。6、ビール飲みますが、ワイン飲みません。ビール飲みますが、ワイン飲みません。7、ダブルパーティクルです。友達飲みに行きますが、父行きません。友達飲みに行きますが、父行きません。では、答えをチェックします。昨日から雨が降っています。今も降っています。コンティニューですね。トイレのドアが開いています。天気がいいですから、公園を散歩します。公園でじゃありませんよ。をです。あの橋を渡ると銀行があります。このプロジェクトが終わったら1ヶ月日本を旅行したいです。でじゃありませんよ。をです。1ヶ月デュレーションですね。デュレーションとバーブの間にパーティクルはいつもありません。×です。6、ビールは飲みますが、ワインは飲みません。先週の私のレッスンで、マンゴーは好きですが、ドリアンは好きじゃありません。コントラストのはを勉強しましたね。コントラストです。7、友達とは飲みに行きますが、父とは行きません。これもコントラストのはですよ。ちょっと難しかったですか？では、ポイントをチェックします。サブジェクトが intransitive verb。雨が降ります。お釣りが出ます。ドアが閉まります。道が混んでいます。電気が消えます。バスが来ます。会議が終わります。私のアクションじゃありません。私は何もしません。サブジェクトがです。次、コース、トランジットポイントのお。オブジェクトのおじゃありませんよ。道を歩きます。うちの近くを通ります。 10時を過ぎます。パスだけです。オブジェクトじゃありません。最後はダブルパーティクル。えは、には、とは、では、えもにもともなどがあります。ちょっとアドバンスですね。東京へは行きますが、大阪へは行きません。京都にも行きません。これはアドバンスのグラマーですね。はい。では、今日の勉強はこれで終わります。皆さんたくさんクイズをしましたね。お疲れ様でした。もっと勉強したい人は、italki のウェブサイトを見てくださいね。はい。では、皆さん、さようなら。
As well. For example, las mujeres españolas. It is the same with the articles las, female and plural. We use this article because, as I say, it's female and plural. The third rule I already mentioned before, and be careful, English speakers, because the adjectives in Spanish go after the noun, not before like in English. This is very common for students that learn Spanish and already speak or know English. When I say it, las mujeres españolas, españolas is the adjective, and I put it after las mujeres. In English, it would be Spanish woman, but not in Spanish. Okay, there are some occasions where the adjectives go before the nouns. That is true, but normally this use comes out at intermediate level or advanced level, so do not worry when you are a beginner. Thanks for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the italki YouTube channel over here. Take a lesson with me on italki.com by clicking on my teacher profile link in the description. Hasta luego! Hi everyone, it's Vicente and I teach Spanish on italki.com, and today I will be talking about 7 Spanish words that are similar to their English counterpart. These words are also known as cognates. What a cognate is? A cognate is a word that has the same linguistic derivation that another word, and it looks similar, and when you pronounce it, it sounds almost the same. And here I will give you 7 cognates so you can use them in Spanish as well. The first one is alcohol in Spanish. Guess you know what it means because it sounds pretty similar than in English, doesn't it? Number 2 is conclusión. This one has a different pronunciation in Spanish, but you will understand definitely when you start learning Spanish. Number 3, hobby. This one is completely similar. We basically took this word from English. Number 4, individual. Of course, it's the same word, just different pronunciation. The next one, number 5, is piercing. Yes, we use this word with the same pronunciation and meaning. Next one, number 6, is informal. I like to use this one in my lessons to explain ways to greet and say goodbye because it's similar in English and is a word that the students understand very quickly. And the last are some words related to sports. If you're learning Spanish and you like sports, you're lucky because most of the words are cognates like football, tennis, baseball, volleyball, hockey, water polo, golf, surf, and so on. As you can see, almost all sports are cognates. So, talking about your hobbies should not be difficult. As you can see, there are many, and I would like to remember you that there are hundreds of cognates, and if you check them, you can be ready to your first Spanish lesson. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the italki YouTube channel for more tips on learning Spanish. Take a lesson with me on italki.com by clicking on my teacher profile link in the description. Hasta luego!
Hi everyone, it's Caroline here and I teach English on italki. Today I am going to be talking about business idioms or idioms you might hear in your office or in your workplace. A student asked me a really good question the other day. He asked me whether, because I'm a native English speaker, do I know every single idiom? And the answer is no. Idioms are phrases or expressions that come from a particular place or a particular age group. So idioms are different in the UK to idioms in the United States. I have chosen 5 business idioms to talk to you about today, and you may hear them in an office in the UK or in the States. So hopefully they will be super useful for you. Idiom number 1 is the big picture. Imagine you go into a meeting and your boss says to you, you've lost sight of the big picture. What does that mean? That means that you are thinking too much about the small details of the project and you are so interested in those little details that you don't remember what it is you're trying to achieve. So always keep sight of the big picture. The second idiom is to go the extra mile. Now imagine you're in an interview and the interviewer says to you that they are looking for someone who always goes the extra mile. What does that mean? Does it mean they want you to run around the office every day? No, it means they want you to do more than just what is in the job description. They want you to go that little bit further and to take on extra responsibilities. That is going the extra mile. The third idiom is a win-win situation. A win-win situation means everybody gains something. A really good example of this is these videos that I'm making for italki. italki gains some content for their website, some lessons for their learners, and I have a platform where students can see me and book lessons with me. It's a win-win. italki wins and Caroline wins. The fourth idiom is word of mouth. So an example of this is, think about how you found out about italki. Did you find italki by searching on Google, or did you find italki because one of your friends recommended it to you? Recommendations from friends are word of mouth. It can be positive or it can be negative. If your company gets bad word of mouth, it is going to be a very difficult time for your company because people really listen to the opinions of their friends. So make sure whatever you do, you have good word of mouth about it. The fifth and final business idiom is to touch base. My manager used to say this to me a lot. To touch base means to have a very quick and short meeting about a project or something that you are working on. It might only be 5 minutes of your time, but in that time, you will check that your understanding of the project is the same as your manager's understanding of the project. So I have a challenge for you. In your next lesson, I want you to ask your teacher if you can touch base about what you have learned in your lessons so far. This could be 5 minutes at the end of the lesson where you review all of the different subjects that you have been studying. You're touching base about the things you have covered so far. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to italki by clicking somewhere. And you can take a lesson with me by clicking on my teacher profile in the description box. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Welcome back to the Stop Being Boring When Speaking English video series. When speaking to native English speakers, it's useful to use a variety of vocabulary to make your conversation sound more interesting and flow. Why not spice up your language a little bit and impress others with your speaking abilities? In this next video, we will take a look at some American and British slang.
Number 1, American. John Hancock.
John Hancock.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a person.
It's a name of a person, yes.
And it's American slang.
Mm-hmm. What do you think it means?
I just got John Hancock. Does it mean like wasted?
Certainly not.
Give me an example.
Okay, so can I please have your John Hancock at the bottom of this paper? Come on, you gotta get it now.
Is it your signature?
Yes, you got it! That was easy.
Okay, awesome. Number 1, British. Peak. What does peak mean?
Like, taking a peek.
Yeah, that's
Sorry, that's not taking a peek.
That's not slang.
This is taking a peek.
But that's just like taking a peek. That's not slang.
Oh.
Like in a slang
peak.
context.
Like the peak of a mountain? That's not slang. That's actually
that is the peak of a mountain.
I don't know. Tell me.
Okay, let me give you an example. So say you go out one night and you lose your purse, your keys.
Is it like the most horrible situation you can be in?
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, that's so peak. You'd be like, oh, yeah. How was your night? It was so peak.
I just got fired. That's so peak.
Exactly. Cool. So it's like the peak of badness, I guess.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, okay. So the peak.
2, American. Jacked.
Jacked. Does that mean like hench?
What is henchman?
Like say you go to the gym.
Don't answer back with a slang word.
So the British equivalent of jacked would be hench, I think. So if someone's like really ripped.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So hench.
Go to the gym, work out a lot.
Like, whoa, look at him, he's so jacked.
We would say hench. Number 2, British. Peng. Peng.
Peng.
Peng. P-E-N-G. Peng.
Like someone being penged on the head with something? Or
just
thinking of bang and peng. Similar, I don't know.
I guess it's a little similar. No.
Give me an example.
Okay, so for example, say you're eating a cake, it's delicious, you can say, oh, this is peng.
Does it just mean delicious?
You could use it in other contexts as well.
Does it mean like it hits the spot, you know?
Yeah, but I could also say that your eyes are peng. Or a person is peng.
Just mean like extraordinarily awesome?
Basically. If you're talking about a person, you might even say peng-ting.
Peng-ting.
Like he's a peng-ting.
Okay.
This is mostly
London. Like he's like a 10.
Yeah, exactly.
So like the top of top.
Yeah, basically.
Number 3, American. I blew it.
I blew it.
I blew it.
What a nightmare. I blew it.
Yeah.
So that means that you've completely ruined the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say like, I didn't make it into school. So my parents will not be proud of me. I blew it.
Yeah, but you walked up late to work. Don't really ever do that.
Yeah. I'm never late.
Number 3, British. Having a mare. Having a mare.
Having a mare. A nightmare. Like horrible, real nightmare. In reality, basically.
Very good. Okay. That's exactly
That
it.
was a lot easier than the previously.
Yeah. What was going to you? Having a mare? You were having a mare before.
I was having a mare before,
Yeah.
not understanding anything she was saying.
Yeah, exactly. So there you have it. There's our British and American slang. Tell us what you thought of it. Did you understand it? And we'll see you next time.
My name is Vũ Nguyễn. Tên tôi là Vũ Nguyễn. It's really amazing thing for me. From italki, I can meet people around the world.
Hi there, everyone. It's Nas, and today we are going to work on idioms
as well as the conditionals, your zero conditional and your first conditional. Now, please note that it's not going to be boring. Some people don't like doing grammar. I actually enjoy teaching it because I found ways to make it fun and interesting. Now, you guys, if you can please tell me who you are and where you are from. I think there might be a delay with YouTube today, but that's fine. It's what happens when we are using technology. So it's not a big deal. If you guys could just tell me who you are and where you are from, that would be fantastic. Okay? So I'm going to move on to our first slides. I will come back and check the comments again. All right. So let's do this. Okay, we're doing the hot seat. So I'm going to ask you some questions, but we're also going to pay attention to grammar and idioms. First, let's get to know each other. All right. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Now just think about it. Even if you don't know what the idiom means, try to guess what it means. Okay, so an early bird, yeah, I think it would be either you wake up early or you go to bed early. But which one do you think it is? An early bird, someone who wakes up really early, like our guy with the coffee up here. Let me just get my pen out. So this is our early bird, and this guy is our night owl. And you can see, obviously, that the creature is an owl. So are you an early bird or are you a night owl? Please let me know. I am an early bird. All right, I wake up at the crack of dawn. If I wake up at the crack of dawn, it means I wake up really early. So at the crack of dawn would be like sunrise, so probably around 6 a.m. But this is a bit of a lie. I wake up at around 8. Okay, so at the crack of dawn, just try to remember sunrise around 6 a.m., I think, in the summer. Yeah? All right. Or maybe you are a night owl. Why are you a night owl? Are you a student? If you're a student, you usually hit the books. So if you are a student and you hit the books, what do you think that means? Students hit the books? Yep, they study. So if you hit the books, you are studying. Please excuse my writing. I'm using the mouse and I'm not very good at using a mouse to write. I prefer a pen or a keyboard. All right, guys. So are you a night owl or are you an early bird? Why are you an early bird or why are you a night owl? So are you a student? Are you hitting the books? So to hit the books means to study, especially kind of like last minute studying with high intensity, not just I'm going to do an assignment tonight. No, I'm studying, I'm memorizing, I'm getting ready for my test. All right, guys. So let me come back and see who's here with me today and what you have to say thus far. So please feel free to go into the chat and put in your comments, who you are and where you are from. All right, so guys, early bird or night owl, which one are you? Early bird or night owl? There's a bit of a time delay with YouTube, so I'm just going to wait a little bit to let you guys catch up. All right. So have you guys seen the presentation with early bird and night owl? Or should I go back and just refresh for you guys very, very quickly? Okay. because I can now see more of you are joining. So let's take a look. All right. So let's just go back to a few slides. Are you an early bird? Do you wake up early? Or are you a night owl? Do you go to bed really, really late? Who are normally night owls? I think teenagers, they like to stay up late, whether they are chatting on the phone with their friends or they're watching movies. Teenagers are generally night owls. Older people, retired people are early birds. Okay, so are you an early bird or a night owl? I'm an early bird. I wake up early at the crack of dawn. So here we have another idiom. At the crack of dawn, I said 6 a.m. in the summer, more or less. Depends on which country you're in. Let's talk about maybe teenagers and students. They would say, oh, I am a night owl. Why? I'm a student, so I usually hit the books until midnight. They also spend a lot of time on social media or watching movies. Hit the books, it's to study with particular intensity. It's the last minute studying before a test or an exam. So which one are you? I'm going to check your answers and then just think about the next question. Do you prefer to stay in or go out? If you prefer to go out, you are a party animal. And if you prefer to stay in, there we have a lovely little phrasal verb as well. A phrasal verb and an idiom in one slide. Okay. You prefer to stay in, stay at home, watch TV. You are a couch potato. So which do you prefer? Do you prefer to stay in or do you prefer to go out? Are you a party animal or are you a couch potato? Okay, let's see if you guys feel like chatting with me. Eduardo, hi there. I'm fine, Eduardo, and how are you? And who else do I have? Okay, so Eduardo used to be a night owl, but he's currently an early bird. Okay, but not too early. Okay, good. Angel, hi there. How are you, Angel? Early bird or night owl? And do you like to stay in or do you like to go out? Do you like to stay in or do you like to go out? Are you a party animal? Okay, feel free to put your answers in the chat. I'll come back and look at them a little later. So we are going to do some grammar today, but I promise you it's going to be fun grammar. All right. I think this is the last question before we do the grammar. What do you think is the best show on Netflix right now? And if it's the best, it's second to none. By the way, do you guys find that your Netflix is not so great at the moment? Like I had my screen splitting and going sideways and all kinds of things. I think there might be too many users because of the lockdown. So please tell me, in your opinion, what is the best show on Netflix right now? What show is second to none? All right, guys. And now it's conditional time. Okay, we're going to start with the zero conditional. And I promise you, I'm not going to make it boring. We're going to have fun. Just some basic rules. With the zero conditional, you start with if and present simple and second clause also present simple. You talk about things that are always true, like scientific facts, okay? But there are some other examples we're going to go through. We also use it for now, when something is being referred to now, and the situation is real and possible. General truths, so facts, scientific facts, but also general truths, so things that are generally true, and a lot of our examples are going to cover that. Okay, the tense is simple present. I noticed in past hot seat sessions with me, you guys were great about answering the questions, but didn't really pay attention to the grammar. So in this one, and we have another one on Wednesday, let's just pay a little more attention to the grammar. Okay, so simple present, okay, for both clauses. We can also replace the if with when, and it doesn't really change the meaning. So this is basically it. If, simple present, and main clause also simple present. Now, it's fun time. We're going to do some examples. Okay, use your imagination. Crazy ideas are fine, but just remember present simple, present simple. So, if I wake up late, I am late for work. This is a general truth. If I wake up late, I am late for work. Okay, not I will be late for work, I am late for work. Let's just leave it at that. Or maybe you could say, I will be late for work. It's always true. It's a general truth. Let's look at this one. If my husband, now we've got to change the form here, all right? So the verb form, if my husband, what? He. Now this has to be generally true. It happens all the time. So for example, if my husband cooks, he burns the food. If my husband cooks, he makes a mess in the kitchen. If my husband cooks, we, okay, I'm changing it. We have to order takeout. It's pretty bad. Okay. Now let's look at Julie. If Julie, negative, a hat. So if Julie doesn't wear a hat, what happens? If Julie doesn't wear a hat, she what? Try to complete the sentence. If children, negative, don't, well done. If children don't eat well, they, what happens to children who don't eat well? Okay, now I'm going to show you my answers and I'd like to see your answers. Okay, if my husband cooks, he makes a mess in the kitchen. If Julie doesn't wear a hat, she gets sunstroke. Okay, do you guys know what sunstroke is? I see lots of people from Spain, so it gets pretty hot in the summer. You guys know what sunstroke is. If children don't eat well, what happens to them? They get fat. Now, look at all these sentences. Are they generally true? Are they general truths? Yes, they are. So we use the zero conditional. Okay, good job. We're going to continue with some examples. All right, let me just check your comments, just see what you guys are doing, and then I'll come back to that. All right. Hey, Helen, how are you? And let's see, Erica. Okay, so when I was a teenager, I was a party animal, but now I'm a couch potato. All right. Okay, and Helen, please put your answers in the chat, all of you guys, because you guys are fun and really interactive. All right. So, Eduardo, I like to go out every once in a while, but I also enjoy staying at home. Good job. Okay, if my wife cooks, we enjoy the meal. If I cook, it's a disaster. Perfect use of the zero conditional. Perfect, Eduardo. Erica, if children don't eat breakfast well, yeah, they ask for food all day. Yeah, it's true. If children don't have a good breakfast, they are generally hungry all day. They are in a bad mood. If my wife cooks, I have to say it tastes nice. Alex, very funny. If not, that will be my last supper. Okay, Helen, good to hear that you sound in good spirits. You sound happy. That's important because this lockdown is starting to make people edgy. Okay, good job. So let's look at a few more, all right? I'm just going to go back to our screen share. We're going to do a few more examples, and then we'll do our first conditional, and then it really gets to be fun. If you mix water and electricity, what happens? Poof, what happens? Water and electricity, a really bad combination. Okay, what happens to you? And if people eat too many sweets, yeah, they get sick, but there's a special medical condition associated with eating too many sweets, too much sugar. So what is it? Okay, it starts, I'm going to help you out. It starts with a D. Okay, if you smoke, what happens to you if you smoke? General truth. If you smoke, you're healthy? Are your lungs healthy? Do you cough maybe? Exactly. And if children play outside, what happens? What's generally true about this? If children play outside, it's a good thing. So what exactly happens? Let's look at this. Okay, if you mix water and electricity, you get electrocuted. Poof, game over. Okay, you will kick, yeah, you guys know the idiom? You kick the bucket. If you mix water and electricity, good job, guys, you kick the bucket. And if people eat too many sweets, they get diabetes. General truth, okay? If you smoke, you are not doing your lungs any favors. You actually destroy your lungs. And if children play outside, they get lots of vitamin D, yep, from the sun. They get lots of sunshine, lots of vitamin D. Good job. How many did you get correct using the verbs correctly, guys? Okay, present simple, present simple. Right. Now we're going to look at the first conditional and the rules, and then I'm going to come back and check your comments. So keep typing, all right? Now, our first conditional is used to refer to the present or future where the situation is real, okay? So it's a possible situation and a probable result. What do I mean by a probable result? Highly probable. 80 to 90%. Whereas if you guys joined me for our second conditional, that was all imagination, highly improbable. This is probable, likely result. Okay. Now, the if clause is in the present simple. The if clause, whether it's first or second, it can go second. I tend to prefer the if clause first when I'm writing, even if I'm speaking. I think it's easier to manage the grammar. And then the main clause is in the simple future. Those are your rules, okay? So if the first thing happens, something else will happen. If you don't hurry, yeah, you will miss the train. Highly likely, highly probable, okay? If it rains today, yeah, you will get wet. If you go outside without an umbrella, yeah, you will get wet. So highly probable. Okay, now let's check. Okay, let's check your comments and then we'll come back to this. We have time. All right. If you smoke, Eduardo, you smell bad. Okay, but the people who smoke don't realize that. Okay, if people eat too many sweets, Eduardo, yes, they get diabetes. And let's see, Helen, if people eat too many sweets, they become fat and happy. Okay, fat and happy. Okay, that's a different way of looking at it. Why not? Okay, great. You guys are good. Okay, so you actually paying attention to the grammar. I see you using the present simple now. Okay. Now, okay, let's go back to some examples because the more we practice, the better we get. Okay, so if I pass the exam. So if I, yeah, good. If I study, I will pass the exams. Now, you can also change it around to I will pass my exams, the exams, if I study. So here, the if clause goes second. But like I said, just a matter of preference. I prefer the if clause first. Okay. If the sun, good. If the sun, if the sun, if it, so it shines, we will walk into town. If he, she has, good. I have, we have, they have, but he, she has, good job. If he has a temperature, he will see the doctor. Okay, did you guys get all of that right? Let's look at it. Just tick your answers. If I study, I will pass the exams. If the sun shines, why shines? It, the sun, it. We will walk into town. Good. If he has, okay, he has, she has, I have, we have, they have. If he has a temperature, he will see the doctor. Good job. If my friends come, what is it? I will, good job. I will be very happy. Anyone knows the idiom for very happy? Come on, Eduardo and Helen, you guys should know. What's the idiom for very happy? And let's look at the second one. If she earns, he earns, I earn, we earn, they earn, but he earns, she earns with an S. Good. A lot of money, she will, good, fly to New York. Let's check your answers. If my friends come, I will be very happy. If she earns, please don't forget the S, precision with grammar, okay? She will fly to New York. Okay. Now, let's look at some examples here, and you guys choose A, B, C, or D. If I, why don't we do this? There are 3 slides, so put in your answers for all 3 slides, okay? So if I, blah, 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 time tonight, I will finish, okay, my main clause, the novel that I am reading. If I will have, if I am having, if I have, if I has, oh, no, bad grammar. Okay, so I have eliminated one for you. You choose your answer, all right, and I'm going to come back to it. If he calls me lazy again, I help him when he is in trouble. Will, if will were an option, no way. I am help him. I don't help him. I can't help him. I won't help him. Okay, have a look at that and choose one. Double question. If John answer my phone call this time, I call him again. Also look at the logic. So if I say if John doesn't answer my phone call this time, I will call him again. I sound pretty annoyed, so it should be B. All right. So if John doesn't, he doesn't, they don't, we don't, I don't, he doesn't, she doesn't. We're doing lots of grammar today. I won't call him again. It's just logical. If he calls me lazy again, I won't help him when he is in trouble. So logic as well, guys. If I have time tonight, present simple. Okay, let's see what you guys did. Just mark your answers. If I have time tonight, I will finish the novel I'm reading. If he calls me lazy again, I won't help him when he is in trouble. If John doesn't answer my phone call this time, I won't call him again. All right, I'm coming to check your answers, but I also want you to create sentences using grammar correctly for these two questions. What will you do when you retire? Remember, I said that we can change when and if. It doesn't really change the meaning. But we're going to use when for retire because it's going to happen at some point, okay? So when I retire, I will blah, blah, blah. What will you do if you win the lottery? Now we are saying this is a highly probable situation. It is not imaginary. Let's say you bought, $10,000 worth of lottery tickets. Okay, high probability of winning. What will you do if you win the lottery? Okay, so create your sentences. Let me just come back and see what comments you guys have put. All right. If the sun shines, we will walk into town. If you don't wear your glasses, you can't read the comments. Very funny, Eduardo, but you are right. Okay, I can't read the comments. I can read the slide because it's nice and big, but I can't read the comments. Very funny and also very perceptive, Eduardo. If you like garlic, you are a legend. Okay, I love garlic. I use it in everything. Okay, so we've got CCC. Okay, guys, are you slightly delayed? Okay, I'm looking on YouTube where I've got more comments coming through. So how many of those did you guys get right? Okay, and then look at my questions. What will you do when you retire? And what will you do if you win the lottery? So if, okay, 1 second while my keyboard activates. Okay, if I win the lottery, I will, please finish the sentence. When I retire, okay, I will. Okay, so guys, complete those sentences for me. Okay, when I retire, I will garden a lot. Okay, so Helen, you enjoy gardening. I enjoy it too. I live in a complex, but I actually go down and water the plants. It's just fun. And when I had a house, I loved gardening. So what will you guys do when you retire? Okay, so Eduardo, when I retire, I will go on a trip. And if I win the lottery, the trip will be way longer. How long will your trip be, Eduardo? So what's the ideal length for a trip? And Seisho, if I win the lottery, I will retire and live without stress. Live without stress. Well done. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Anything else you guys will do if you win the lottery? Okay, let's have a look at more questions. Like I said, it's fun. Okay, we've got some fun questions coming up. So when the class finishes at what time? 4:15 for you, 5:15 for me. I'm in a different time zone. So if you want to relax after class, what will you watch? Will you go and watch a movie? What will you do? If you want to relax after class, what will you do? So relax. If you want to relax after this class, maybe you will be exhausted from all of the grammar. What will you watch? And next question, if you have some free time on Saturday, what will you do? So if I have some free time on Saturday, I will, what will you do? And if I, want to relax after class, I will watch. What are you going to watch? By the way, are you guys in Spain no longer in lockdown? I saw the children playing on the streets. So does that apply to everyone, or just children are being allowed out? That sounds strange. They need supervision. All right. But And let me know if you guys are still in lockdown. Those of you who are in Italy, I believe that your lockdown also ends pretty soon. And in my home country, South Africa, they have dropped the lockdown restriction from level 5 to level 4, but there aren't many differences, except you can get takeout delivery. So that's a good thing. In Turkey, we have what I call, I'm probably going to get into trouble for saying it, but we have lockdown light. We just lock down at the weekends. And the rest of the week, we go out. But to be honest, the people are really very cautious. They're taking precautions. They're wearing masks. They're wearing gloves. So it's all good. Okay. So what are your What are your answers for these two? Okay. And then we'll just practice these ones. So I'm going to come and just check your comments. And then we can try these. So if we travel to London, we will, visit the museums. All right. If you wear sandals in the mountains, you guys know how to do this. This is simple. All right. Let me check your comments and then we'll go back to the practice because practice makes perfect. All right. So, Erica, if I win the lottery, I will travel with my family. Okay, Erica, where? Okay, where will you travel? And Helen, if I want to relax after this class, I will watch a comedy. What comedy? Any particular one? Any good recommendations? And Eduardo, oh, you're still in lockdown? Okay. Children under 14 are allowed to go outside for an hour a day with an adult. I think that's a really good thing because children do need exercise. They do need sunshine. All right. Let's see. And Erica, I will do some yoga, prepare a meal for my brother, and prepare for glasses. Okay. So, so Erica wants to go to the Galapagos Islands. And Eduardo is watching The Good Place. Okay, so Erica, if I want to relax after class, I will, okay? If I want to relax after class, I will, and then do some yoga. I will prepare a meal for my brother, and I will prepare for my classes. Good job, guys. Okay, right. Let's try a few more practice. We'll go through them quickly and then we'll move on to some other fun stuff. Okay, time really does fly. Okay, if Rita, good. If Rita forgets her homework, the teacher, will give her a low mark. If they, well done, they go. He goes, she goes, we go, they go, I go. To the disco, they will, good, listen to loud music. If you wait a minute, I will ask my parents. Good job. Let's have a look. If we travel, present simple, to London, we will, good, visit the museums. If you wear sandals in the mountains, you will slip on the rocks. Okay, so you can see the grammar, you can see the pattern, just pay attention and it will be fine. If Rita forgets her homework, the teacher will give her a low mark. If they go to the disco, they will listen to loud music. If you wait a minute, I will ask my parents. Good job, guys. Right. Now, the more you practice, the better you get. Okay. What medicine will you take if you catch a cold? So if I catch a cold, next week, very specific. Okay. If I catch a cold next week, I will take what? What do you usually take for a cold? We have this medication called Tylenol Hot, and we get it here, but I've never seen it in South Africa, and it's really effective. So what medicine, medication will you take if you catch a cold next week? Okay, so the next week is showing that you can also use the first conditional for the future. So please type your answers in the chat. Let's go. Type, 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 type. And then I will move to the next slide. Please try and type in the full sentence. So if I catch a cold next week, I will. Okay. What will you do if you get a bonus? If I get a bonus, I will. Okay. Or you can do it the other way, the way I don't really like, I'm not a fan of, where we put the if clause second. It's personal preference. Okay, it's just personal preference. So if I get a bonus, I will go on vacation. I will go on vacation if I get a bonus. If I get a big bonus, I will maybe buy a car, or I will upgrade my car. I will upgrade my car if I get a bonus. So you guys, what will you do if you get a bonus? And what will you do if you catch a cold next week? All right, let's have a look at your answers. Okay, so Helen is maybe one with Audrey Hepburn. Okay, yeah, Breakfast at Tiffany's, right? Okay, Roman holiday or How to Steal a Million. Okay, I'm just going to YouTube. And if I catch a cold next week, I will drink a lot of tea. Yeah. When I was in China, that was the solution to everything. If you had a headache, if you had a cold, if you were tired, we just drank hot water or tea. All of the infusion teas, you know, like the rose tea or those kinds of things. And you will ventilate a room. Okay, good job. Good job. Anyone else with what you will do for those two answers? Anyone else for me? Okay. Let me just go to my share and look at the next questions. Okay, I really would like to know what you will do if you catch a cold. I also really want to know what you will do if you get a bonus. Are any of you taking the IELTS or PTE exam? That's my specialty, and conditionals are really important when you are taking that test, when you are writing your essays. Also for the reading, because there's a big difference between a first conditional and a second conditional. Which one is more likely to happen, okay? So sometimes your answer for your reading is actually in the grammar. So what will you do if you pass the IELTS exam? What will you do if you pass your driving test? What will you do if there's some good news, okay? Some test that you take. Now, here's an interesting one. What will you do if you run out of gas? Now, the Americans say gas. The rest of us, English, we say petrol, okay? And you are away from home. So let's assume you are on a trip, okay? And you are not anywhere near your home and you run out of gas. What will you do if you run out of gas? So let's start with the if clause, okay? If I run out of gas and I am away from home, good. What will I do? If I run out of gas and I am away from home, I will phone, in South Africa, we call it AA, the Automobile Association. Basically, it's car service. Like if you have a flat tire, you have car trouble, they come to you. So what do you guys call it in your country? So I will call for roadside assistance. Okay, so AA, Automobile Association, is just roadside assistance. So if you run out of gas, what will you do? Will you call someone? Will you call for roadside assistance? Do you carry extra petrol in your car? What will you do if you run out of guess. And just look at the next question while I'm reading your answers. What will you do if you miss your family while traveling? So for you guys who are going on those long trips, the bigger the lottery, the longer the trip. Okay, what will you do if you miss your family while you are traveling? So if I miss my family while traveling, I will. Let's see if you guys can come up with some creative ideas, just something different. All right, guys, let's have something different. Make me smile, make me laugh. Okay, right, in Ecuador. So if I catch a cold, right, we've done that one. In Ecuador, if the authorities of each town allow it, okay, we're going outside next week, right? So it's town by town or municipality by municipality. They're doing the same thing in South Africa. Different rules for different regions depending on the number of cases that they have and so on. All right. Let's see, Eduardo, if I catch a cold, I will have some rest. A cold lasts 1 week with or without medicine, unless you have the coronavirus. Yep. I think it's more formal, but you could explain briefly the use of should in conditionals. So you should go to the meeting. That's when we're giving advice. Okay. So here it's about my decision. So I will do this and I will do that. But I would use should when I'm giving someone advice. So it's generally just you. And how can I use it in a conditional? Because if I were you, I would. I can't use should. But if I'm speaking to you directly, I would say you should study for an hour each day. But if I'm going to use it in a conditional, I would use if I were you. So second conditional, because I'm not you. I can't be you. So if I were you, I would study for an hour every day. But if I'm just giving you straightforward advice, then I'd say you should study for an hour every day. Does that make sense to you? Just let me know in the chat if I've clarified that or if you need more of an explanation. And then Helen, if I pass the IELTS exam, I will celebrate. Okay. Do you know an idiom for celebrate, Helen? I think we've done quite a few. So let's just generate some language there and it will help in your IELTS exam. So just think about that. What's the idiom for celebrate? Anyone out there who knows? Let's help and let's share. I'm just checking the live comments here. Okay. Right, let's take a look at the next one. Good job, guys. So what will you do if you miss your family while you are traveling? Will you call them? Will you video call them? Will you send them postcards? Or will you buy lots of things for them? When I'm traveling and I think about my family, I generally buy things to, take back for them. So what will you do? Oh, and if I miss my family while I'm traveling, especially if I miss my son while I'm traveling, I generally video call him. I've video called him from Venice, from Milan, from Naples, even from Istanbul. And I usually tell him, just look how boring my life is. And he keeps saying, I hate you, I want your life. So I usually video call. If I miss my family while I am traveling, I video call them. And what will you do if you get your dream job? By the way, what is your dream job? So is it actor or actress? Is it a singer? Is it a CEO? Is it author? That would be my dream job. If I got my dream job, which is being an author, look at what I did. I used which is. I put in a relative clause. Good. I will celebrate, just like Helen. I will paint the town red. Okay, let's see what you guys will do. Okay, well done. Paint the town red. Well done. Erica, if I pass the IELTS exam, I will be accepted by a university to study a master's program in computing science. Where about, Erica? Where are you planning to study? In which country? Okay, let's see. Let's see if I pass. Okay, so which country? Yes, Helen, you would paint the town red. Let's see. Eduardo, should is sometimes used in other types of conditionals. Yeah, if you have mixed conditionals. Can you give me an example of a sentence and then I can clarify it for you? I think what you are thinking of is more might. Instead of it being so strong, instead of it being I will, I might, I could. Is that what you're thinking of? Oh, so if you have any questions, yes, should you have any questions, please ask. Yes, that's perfect. So that would be when you are speaking. Yeah, absolutely. If you have any questions, please ask. Should you have any questions, please ask. Eduardo, do you have any other examples that you could give me with the should? Great question, by the way. It's nice that you actually ask because we start investigating other things. So, any others? I thought you were talking about just the modals in it. Yes, you change the if for should. Yeah, when you're speaking, but you can't do it with writing, can you? Think about that. So if you have any questions, yeah, please ask. Should you have any questions, please ask. Okay, but I can't change it in, say, for example, if I were you, should I were you? See, that doesn't really work. Okay, good job. Right, so we were talking about family. If you miss your family while you are traveling, what will you do? Okay, another one. Any ideas, guys? Let me just check the other comments. And if you guys can answer those other questions for me, that would be great. Okay, if my phone stops working. So yeah, Eduardo, should my phone stop working? Should my phone stop working? I will. What will I do? If my phone stops working. But the thing with questions, should you have any questions, please ask. That's going to definitely be spoken. Okay. So if my phone stops working, should my phone stop working? Okay. But generally it's if. Okay. It's not always interchangeable. So if there are some that they are interchangeable, I'll let you know. So if you get your dream job, should I get my dream job? Yeah, I will. Okay. Right, so make as many sentences as you can in 2 minutes. Okay, make as many sentences as you guys can in 2 minutes, and then I'm going to come and check. So, board game, half a board game, because I had to split the screen so you guys could actually read it. So, if I go to university, I will, blah, blah, blah. Quick, guys, come on, as many sentences as you can. If I learn another language, don't worry about go back one space. We can't do this because we're in a group and we can't even chat. All right. If my friend annoys me, type. If I go out tonight, okay. These two can connect. Okay. If I get up early tomorrow, what will happen? If the teacher cancels the lesson, what will happen? If I travel abroad, what will happen? If I go to the cinema, I will watch what? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I correct? 1, 2. As many sentences as you can, guys. Okay. I will be very happy. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, guys. 9 sentences. I'm just going to sit here very quietly for 2 minutes while you type. I'm not going to disturb you. Okay, so write as many sentences as you can in 2 minutes. Done? Okay, next one. Learn another language. If my friend annoys me, I will. If I go out tonight, I will. I will be very happy if the teacher cancels the lesson. If I get up early tomorrow, I will go for a run. No, I won't, but it's a good sentence. If I go to the cinema, make it funny, guys. I will wear a mask. I will wear a mask and gloves. I don't know how I will eat my popcorn, though. If I travel abroad, I will not be able to take my hand luggage on board. Have you guys heard that? Okay, if you finish, let me check your answers and then we'll come back to the next slide. Same thing, 2 minutes of quick answers. So guys, have you seen that as well, where you're not allowed to take hand luggage on board? Okay. Okay. Ismail, Iman, where are you from? Hi there. Okay. And Vale, okay. And if my phone stops working, I will buy a new one. Yeah, we have to. We have no choice, right? Should you need any further information, contact the authorities. Yeah, good one, Eduardo. If you need any further information, okay. Helen, if I get up early tomorrow, I will be sleepy. Okay, so you are not an early bird. Okay, Eduardo, if the teacher cancels the lesson, I will go to the cinema. Okay. If I travel tomorrow, I will be very happy. Helen, if my friend annoys me, I will annoy him back. I will annoy him in response. I will annoy him back. Sounds more natural. Good job. Okay. Erica, if I learn another language, I will be ready to study abroad. Fantastic and lovely contraction. Okay, welcome Ismail from India. And Erica, if I travel abroad, I will go to the Netherlands, all right? And if I go to the cinema, I will go to the cinema even if the teacher doesn't cancel the class. Okay, now, fantastic, guys. We've got one more like this to do. And by the way, I'm doing the class on Wednesday at the same time. I was going to do second conditional hot seat questions. Just let me know if that's okay with you guys, or if there was something else that you really want to do. Okay, if I go outside, Ismail, I will be afraid of the coronavirus. Yeah, he's a monster. He's spooky. I don't blame you. Okay, let's look at another one. Oops, what happened here? Make as many sentences as you can in 2 minutes. All right, guys. Wake up with a cold tomorrow. Oops, run out of food at home. If I run out of food at home, I will go to the supermarket in my mask, in my gloves, and they're now selling the whole suit. I'm buying one of those. Okay. If I forget my birthday. If my friends forget my birthday, I will be angry. Sorry, but that's the truth. My birthday is pretty important to me. If I feel bored, I will watch a movie. If I go on holiday, maybe if the coronavirus ends, if the lockdown ends, I will go on holiday. I will buy a new phone. If my old phone breaks, I will buy a new phone. If there's an iPhone 11, I will buy a new phone if I get a bonus. If I lose my keys, what will happen if I lose my keys? If I lose my keys, I will phone a locksmith. If I lose my keys, I will phone someone who has a spare set of my keys, which is no one actually. So I will call a locksmith who will charge me an arm and a leg. Yeah, locksmiths cost an arm and a leg. If I eat too much chocolate, I'll be happy. I will eventually be really fat. Invite me to a party. If you invite me to a party, I will go. Okay. So let's see what you guys have done, and then also your suggestions for Wednesday, because I like to deliver what you guys need. Let's see, guys. So if I travel abroad, okay, we've done that. Is smile, right. When's my birthday? My birthday is on the 28th of September, Helen. When's your birthday? Mine's on the 28th of September, so my star sign is Libra. We are very interesting people. We like balance in our lives. So if I run out of food at home, I will blame my English teacher. Yeah, Eduardo, you want to blame me for keeping you busy? Okay, so let's stop now and you can go and buy food. Any other ones, guys? Any other answers that you have? For did you guys see those questions? Helen, you are a Gemini, another interesting star sign, because like we have the scales and we need balance. Gemini has the twins, so they often say Geminis have two personalities. They can be two different people. Is that true? Okay. Erica, if I feel bored, I will do yoga. Well done. And if I lose my keys, okay, not knock down my door, Erica, I will break down my door. Okay, I will break down my door, yeah, because it's a lot cheaper maybe to replace the door than to call a locksmith. Have you guys ever gotten locked out of your house? I got locked out of my house once when my son pulled the sliding door and it clicked and locked us out. And we were having a barbecue out in the garden. And lucky one of us had a phone. Otherwise, we would have been just locked out forever. Oh, okay. Eduardo, so you want me to speak at my normal pace? Well, this is my normal pace. So if you understand me, then your listening is really good. The only time, Eduardo, that I slow down my speaking is when I want to emphasize something, if I'm teaching a really difficult point, if I want to emphasize something in grammar. But the rest of the time, I speak at this pace. I think when I was younger, and also when I wasn't teaching, I probably spoke faster because people in South Africa spoke faster. But once you become a teacher, you tend to slow down your speaking. But for example, when I'm looking at the slides and I'm giving you guys information or I'm creating answers, I'm speaking at my natural, normal pace. So if you understand me, well done. Your listening is excellent. Okay, and if I lose my keys, okay, I'll use my other keys. Well, my other keys are in my apartment. Okay, guys. So if you have any suggestions for Wednesday's class, if you're happy to do hot seat, second conditional questions, that would be fine. And I'm going to just answer Eduardo's question quickly. Yes, I think that you become conditioned to not only speak slower, but to emphasize more, because you're trying to get a message across to your students, whether it's with grammar and especially with test preparation. So I have to say that I think that when you teach, you do pay more attention to getting your message across. So you have to slow down, maybe pause more. It's also, let's face it, it's more serious than if, you know, you're just chit-chatting with friends. Okay, so that would be it. So guys, any suggestions for Wednesday, same time, second conditional, hot seat questions? And we have run out of time. Okay, so Ismail, my class is on Wednesday at the same time. Eduardo, no, thank you for asking all these amazing questions. Okay, and we'll do this at the end, 5 minutes of chit chat. Thank you, Angel, bye, and thank you, Erica. Everyone, stay safe until Wednesday when I will see you for hot seat again. Ciao.